Hello, internet friends. Nick is not drinking in a long time.
No.
We are here in the studio, finally back. It is Saturday night. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us here at Quests and Chaos. We have a goal for this year. It's on our vision board. Other things on our vision board: losing 20 pounds, getting a Ferrari, a private jet. But the most important thing on that vision board is to reach 10,000 YouTube subscribers.
It's the private jet.
Oh, all right. The second most important thing on that vision board, also weirdly on that vision board, is a poster of Tawny Katane. I don't know what that's about.
Wow.
We have passed 6,000 YouTube subscribers. Hey. We're halfway to a private jet.
I hope.
Oh, man. So thank you, all of you that are watching this. I'm presuming some subset of that 6,000 are sad enough to be watching this right now, and we appreciate it. You have joined us on this journey, and yes, I was going to get to the fezzes.
Fine.
But if you haven't subscribed yet, if you are watching this, if you hear my voice and you keep thinking, why is that guy yelling? Please subscribe.
Yeah, just
it's painless.
Hey, even if you don't think that, still subscribe.
You know, yesterday I went canvassing my neighborhood, knocking on doors, asking them to subscribe.
You know what?
I told them I was going to earn a blow-up couch.
That's how we made 6,000.
Yeah.
I
also got a lava lamp.
Wow.
Ultimate.
This is like when you were in school and they had that book sale or
I don't
whatever.
know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
And,
Cookies. It's cookies.
well, but you'd do something and you'd get like crappy.
dough.
You'd get crappy awards for selling
Belgian
so
waffles.
much.
Yeah, that was my reference, Ezra.
Oh.
That's what I was doing.
I didn't get an inflatable couch. They're a lot better than they were in the 80s.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Now they're
But
great.
thank
Know
you
what the
all.
kids want.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they know. They've got their thumb on the pulse of the kids. Inflatable couches.
You're supposed to use your thumb anyway.
You know what kids love? Furniture.
Oh.
They do. They love it.
Hey, if you need to see the couch forts.
But that's true. That's true. And it'll make that balloon noise as you crawl all over it.
I apologize for derailing.
You are not sorry.
Subscribe!
Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag.
Plus, if you go to our YouTube channel, we've got other great shows on there. Fandelver and Beyond? Below? Behind?
Nice try.
Fandelver and Preposition is a great show that I love. And
I'm not holding a gun to his head, I promise.
It's under the table.
you know how I love D&D. But you can also see past seasons of the Danes. You can see Chaos Agents. You can see Natural One, Hybo. You can see all of the cool stuff that you can see board games. There's a ton of stuff on that YouTube channel. Frankly, you can waste the rest of your life as much as we waste ours. And in that vein, let's get to it. A few quick things. First of all, Pooja is sadly not with us today because she is a fabulous working actor. I think they prefer just actor now. But she is in a play. I'm going to see it tomorrow. Can't wait. And we love that she's got a paid gig. There's nothing better than a paid gig. And we wish her to break all the legs. And Dane, so usually we're talking about what pants is Dane wearing.
Oh, what
amazing
pants is Dane wearing?
And Patreons, you'll find out because after this show, we have Last Call of Cthulhu, and Dane will unveil. He keeps trying to get Thomas to start a poll, and Thomas won't do it.
It's not going to happen. Between the fez on my head, the jacket I'm wearing, and the pants that I'm wearing, I am schwitzing like no other. It's just rivulets.
Yeah, these fezzes are warm.
They're very warm.
Yeah, it's very
Mine's
strange.
chewing on me.
That's a feature, not a bug.
I'm gonna have fez
Oh no,
head.
wait, it is a bug. Yeah, kind of.
It's sweating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a supernatural.
For the Yiddish inhibited, we'll have subtitles for the Yiddish
viewers.
But Dane came in today and put a fez on my head, and I got a little worried. But then it didn't. As far as I know, it has not devoured me.
I know so much more.
And so, thank you. This fez will definitely come back multiple times, but I would like to invite any of you that find the fez uncomfortable or warm, please feel free to take it off.
There you go. Hang out in Pooja's spot.
Wow. That fez just...
Mine.
Okay.
I'm the one that usually throws things around the studio and breaks things.
So warm.
We also have a fez for you, Pooja, and you can't see it, but Thomas is not wearing his fez.
But he has one, and that's what's important.
There is a fez in front of him. Wait, there it is! Wow. Now he looks even more like Grape Ape.
And you broke him. Good
For
job.
you. Somebody's watched the Laugh Olympics.
It's an old reference, but it checks out. Gonna go for Spruce Goose next.
What? Who was the pink guy? That's another Snagglepuss. Another voice that is kind of going. I don't know even. For a marriage license. Oh, I love Snagglepuss. Dane and I are working on obscure voice references.
Yeah.
It's our new voice acting business. People you think almost are familiar. It's gonna be big. So we were off for a couple weeks, but we're back now, and I think we're gonna be on until mid-March when people are gonna be doing stuff. We love our working actors.
I'm going to Greece.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to Washington.
Oh, even cooler.
Yeah.
Really?
I think Greece is...
Okay,
cool.
Souvlaki in Washington.
Greece is more interesting for the location. Why I'm going to Washington is more interesting.
Okay. We'll have to talk about that.
I mean,
offline.
he's going to Greece for a satanic ritual.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, damn.
I was going to talk to my sister about offering her new child to the darker power.
Is her name Rosemary?
No. I was going to talk to her about it, but they get a little touchy about their smalls, especially when they're brand new.
As the episode goes on, Dane is just going to shed a layer of clothing.
I can't.
Sweating.
Connect to
Look, he's wearing stripper pants.
Commit to the bit. I know, but y'all.
What are stripper pants?
The kind that come off very quickly.
I wore those in basketball. I wasn't a stripper.
Well,
I
did you
tripped
strip them
on those things.
Did you
That's not what they've
strip
been
them
saying
off?
about you.
Yeah. Yeah. That was not a good club. Do not go to a club that I'm dancing at.
I'm feeling a lot better.
Work my way through medical school. But the big takeaway here, 6,000 YouTube
Oh yeah,
subscribers.
we're back on track.
Fantastic.
Back on track.
Fantastic. We are only 3,900 and some away from our goal.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then we get Tawny Katane.
What?
And
private chat, and-
thanks to our Patreons, we are already at 55% of our tavern upkeep, which is amazing. We are so thankful for everything our Patreons do for the channel. You almost literally keep the lights on. Thomas literally keeps the lights on, but really, you guys should deserve more credit. And we appreciate it. So we do, after every show, we have a Patreon after show that is, I think 6 months later, goes to everybody.
I believe that is not the case anymore. I believe that it stays patron exclusive.
You know what?
Now.
And we actually delete them after they exist only for that brief moment.
Ephemeral.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we're doing Unis Honest style stuff now.
It's a statement on the transitory nature of art.
If people don't rush over right now and join our Patreon, they won't be able to see his pants.
That's
ever.
right. That's right.
And I won't wear them ever again.
Well,
I
HR
burn
has
these
talked to you about
pants.
that.
I burn them.
Yeah, no,
after this.
HR has talked to you about that.
You all know and see.
Yes, we're
aware of the ritual.
Yeah, the smoke is weird. Why is it green? I can't.
It's because they're made of polyester.
Oh, so they melt.
Thus the schwitzing.
Thus the switching.
We have the players still have 2 patron coins left over from our patrons who really helped us out. Much appreciated. And we're going to get into the game now. There we go. Okay. So when we finished last time, you had arrived in the City of Lights, Paris. And Erna has expressed that she is engrossed in reading the journal that is giving her the story of what happened in 1893, and she kind of dismissively was like, go do your research. And you have several leads from the note that you were sent by when the professor told you things about where pieces of this weird statue are. Let's see here. It is, you have notes. I think I gave you a handout, but I'm gonna.
I have a pile of papers.
Boy, as I flip through everything.
It's good ASMR.
Is it?
Paper flipping?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the paper flipping.
Ooh.
It really
A lot
gets
of
me
people
to
do that,
sit.
honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, well, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
paper flipping.
Yeah, paper, apparently.
Floats my
I'm just
boat.
glad I'm not getting a paper cut. It's going to be the last frickin' page that I look at here.
Well, yeah. Why would you keep looking if you found what you were looking for?
Here we go. The first one, the statue was dismembered in Paris just prior to the revolution. Part of it may still be in France. The owner was a noble, Count Finlick. Then Napoleon's soldiers carried a piece into Venice. Another fragment made its way to Trieste at the same time. Look up Johann Winkelmann at the museum there. There may be a piece in the kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes. Start at the National Museum of Belgrade. One part was lost near Sofia during the Bulgarian War in 1875. At that time, things of value were hidden from the invaders, so it may be buried somewhere. A piece was in circulation in Paris just after the Great War and sold to someone from Milan. So you could, there's various avenues for research there. Also, and this, not to get too much on Reggie's corner, but you're in Paris. A few days of Parisian R&R and sightseeing.
Hurt at all.
No, would be lovely. So you are in the Savoy Hotel, one of the nicer hotels. You are on the Champs-Élysées, which is it's a street that basically goes from the Palace all the way to the Arc de Triomphe.
I've been on that road now.
There you go.
Cool.
There you go. Did you go up the Arc de Triomphe? That was pretty fun.
We
did
didn't
that.
go. Yes. We went up the arc. It was very cool.
Yeah, you go this weird tunnel under the road because there's no way you're going to cross that street.
That road is it's like 5 lanes of a roundabout, and it's terrifying.
Now, in 1920, it was a little less so.
I'm sure there were more people actually walking through the streets and
Yeah, there are still horse carriages.
cars and stuff screaming at them.
But you are in a lovely location. Paris is a fantastic town. Although everywhere you go, it seems like there's statuary everywhere, and it all has kind of a sinister, it's that you look out of the corner of your eye and that statue looks kind of weird at that angle. And then you're like, oh no, that's just some general. Who knows who that is? And Paris remarkably shows very little scarring from World War I. It has rebuilt quickly. It was redesigned in the 1870s, and so now it's all wide boulevards and semi-modern buildings. But it is the most dense city in Europe. There are in a 30-mile square area, there are 3 million people. So it's like New York. So you kind of, it's very urban.
Yeah.
It's very, people are moving. There's a lot of people going. There's a lot of hey, get out of my way, that sort of thing.
Except
I'm
in
walking
French.
here.
Except, yeah.
Oui, I am walking here. Sacre bleu.
I have projectiles over here.
So do the French. It's called spit. So careful.
I was, nobody spit on me when I was there.
You didn't act like
Someone
that, did
stole
you?
my phone, but
Oh, sure.
Jeez.
Our buddy Lope, I hope I'm saying that right, from Thailand, has a coin for the players. Oh man.
Almost.
Thank you, Lope.
Thank you, Lope.
Lope divines the future and sees deads and feast in your future. And Lope says that is the correct pronunciation.
Yay!
Thank you. Well, thank you so much. We love the fact that somebody in Thailand is coming along on this journey with us.
Very cool.
There's, I think I've said this before, but I know, Lope, you're a big fan of Call of Cthulhu, the RPG. There's one of the big modules for Trail of Cthulhu. What's it? Oh, fudge, I don't remember what it's called, but it has a big section in Thailand. It's the one that's in Hollywood. Doggone it. I'm old. Sorry. But anyway.
Get back to you on that.
Yeah. It'll, like, at the end of the episode, I'll just be like,
there it is.
Eternal something. Eternal Lies.
Here we
I think
go.
it's Eternal Lies.
At worst, it'll be 3 a.m. You set bolt upright with, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I must tell Lope.
To the internet. The obvious place to start your research, however you want to do it, is at the Bibliothèque Nationale, which is second only to the British Library as the most incredible library in the world. It's going to take, so the French are very bureaucratic, and it's going to take 2 days, because none of you are a professor.
Correct. Our professor is currently in grade.
Yes. He says, looking at Rudy.
Not a professor.
But I thought you... Oh, right, no. You've told me multiple times. I just don't care.
Right?
But I have forgery.
It's true. And so you have 2 days where you're essentially getting the embassy to send a letter to the library saying that you are who you say you are.
Just said I have forgery.
You're welcome to try.
Yes.
But
Do you have French?
We're going to get in 2 days anyway. Why don't we spend the time just relaxing and walking on the boulevard and smoking
Steak frites.
and steak frites? Okay.
We can absolutely do that, but just a whole day.
Two whole days.
How long is it going to take to forge this letter that we're going to get anyway?
It's about the challenge.
I mean, if you want to take on the challenge,
You could take on the challenge.
but then we just don't send it.
Having 2 copies
then you
might not
don't.
be too bad.
You don't know if it didn't work. And it doesn't have to be in French because it's going to be at a place that speaks English. The response would.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it can.
That sounds
to them.
right to me.
If you make it so that we can't get into this library because of a bad forgery,
No. I would make it so I can't get into it.
That's what he's trying to do. The letter just says, do not let him in the library.
His own passport photo.
Not
be able to help
welcome.
you.
poor thing.
You want? I
get a
see
book
that
on-
you want
I
to
can get a
show.
Reroll.
Nice. What's my forgery again? Probably really good.
Wait, you said it.
I like how
right?
no one questions that. Like, I know forgery. Okay.
Why would?
Wow!
Why-
Yes!
99.
98. Close. Do you want me to spend a luck?
So this,
Do you want me to? Do you?
that you have
Please.
created. This should be in the Louvre. Like, this is not some ham-handed kids drawing with crayon. This is art that you have created.
I'll know that after I've made an appraisal roll. I check my stuff. I know. After I'm done, I check my work.
You got receipts.
Do either of you speak French?
No.
My last character.
Can either of you read a book on speaking French?
read a book?
I mean, I have pretty good.
Okay, that
library
leaves Charlie.
So,
Oh, I
so-
do. I have a 16 in French.
All right, make me a French roll.
Oui.
Oui.
As you read.
I went out with a French boy in college.
Wow.
All right, yeah. It looks. You see some words you recognize.
Oh,
Library is definitely
That
in
one
there.
says library.
Yes, this is the greatest forgery perhaps ever made.
I like the paper. It's
Yeah, no,
ivory.
you drew the little crest. You copied the little crest.
Oh, yeah.
Of the French government.
90% of my work went into that.
Yeah.
That's all they check.
He put that weird little eye thing in, the little monocle, and he was like, oh.
Oh, the jeweler's glass.
Yeah,
A
he
loop.
Those are called loops?
yeah, L-O-U-P, weirdly, it's
yeah.
spelled.
Wait,
I
that's
did
low.
not include anyone.
No, Lope is with an A.
Ah.
And I did not include any of them in there.
All right, well then, yeah.
No, this is just coming on to me.
Okay.
I appreciate
You know,
that.
the worst thing that could actually happen is they follow up.
I think that at least for Charlie, he will apply through the embassy.
All right, yeah. No, the embassy thing is already taken. Yeah, it is underway.
Cool.
The maitre d' of the hotel sort of sees listless tourists, and he starts suggesting things. And he says, "Perhaps you would like to tour the Eiffel Tower, or you can climb to the top, or perhaps a visit to the Palace of Versailles."
Do you know what is the most happening nightclub?
Oh, well, I mean, the Moulin Rouge is always a fantastic party.
I've heard about the Moulin Rouge.
There are places on the left bank that are, how do you say in English, libertine?
Ooh.
I don't know what that means, but I like
do.
it.
And
I'll go to the left bank, the right bank, and right in between.
that is an island.
I'll go there, and I'll party.
That is the Cathedral of Notre Dame.
I'll party there, too.
Perhaps we treat Notre Dame with the respect and the honor it deserves.
That's what a cathedral is.
Yes.
It's a church, right?
Yes.
Right.
Right, okay.
Yes, it is the, some say that Rome is the bastion of the Catholic Church. We say it is Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. We are right.
I mean, of course.
But perhaps you would be interested in the catacombs.
I knew you were wearing that shirt for a reason.
The catacombs of Paris would be of intrigue. You have never seen anything like it.
I'm more of a dog person.
Catacombs are where people are buried.
Oh, gross.
It's apparently it's fascinating.
It is a maze that is made of human bones.
Ugh.
And it is.
I really want to go.
Well,
It's
if you want to go,
fascinating.
Charlie, I suppose
It
we
is
can go.
underground. You go down, I don't know, 50
You're not
meters?
making this any better for me. Fine, we'll go, but you can show me what's cool.
Thank you.
That's a word we use, right?
Is that the word we use?
Should I assume with my incredible roll, I also finished it expediently and I...
Yeah, no, this took you, you've never finished a forgery in this short a time.
You just used a napkin. That's amazing.
And waited for him to get yeeted into the river.
Yeah. You used a cigarette butt and a napkin. That's wow. I am impressed.
I MacGyvered this.
You did.
And it's written in human blood. That really
You did a
hammers
really
it
good
home.
job, Professor. You
I learned a
did.
lot from that train.
Fair.
Perhaps a boat ride on the Seine. It is beautiful.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Isn't it?
Maybe we can invite somebody from Moulin Rouge.
Depends on how well things go over.
Oh, it's going to go very well.
Yeah, it usually does around you.
If you would like, I can make you any reservations as you wish.
Oh, yes, the most expensive, exclusive restaurant in the city, please.
Mais oui. There is a, you want French, oui?
We are in France, right? No, I want German. Yes, French, please.
Absolutely, have to have the best French food in the world.
We will have no German food here. No.
I want your best snails covered in butter and garlic.
Erna will be very sad to hear.
This we can make happen. So he gets you a reservation at, it is a restaurant on top of a 6-story building next to the Seine, and it's got this beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower, and you can see Montmartre over on the right. It is it's got like this 360 view of Paris, and you're eating. It's cold, but it's not wet or anything. So they seat you outside with blankets, and there is a fire
we're already
pit.
there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, it is
there.
it is dinner time.
Oh, great.
So you have a lovely meal.
And Charlie's just like drinking all of this in because he's like,
Yeah, the view is fantastic.
Filet mignon.
Apparently the maitre d' told them something because waiting at your table is a large plate of escargot.
Oh, beautiful.
No.
I have one, and I make a face, and I don't eat any of it.
that bad, huh?
Let's just say I've accidentally eaten pencil erasers that were more appetizing than whatever this is.
The waiter very studiously ignores everything you say about the food.
I do want to make an announcement. Now that we're here,
I want to try one of the escargot, actually.
Charlie's trying a little of everything.
as you guys try it, I have something very important to notify you of. For the rest of this trip, I have changed my drink of choice to champagne. So we will always be having an open bottle of champagne wherever we're going.
Well, that's very worth knowing. Thank you.
Not Pimm's? No, that would be English. All right, the waiter hears this and brings a bottle of Chateaubriand.
Perfect.
And he sadly, there's no saber involved. But he pops it open.
My past character. Reggie's gonna hold up his glass and says, to the first leg of our trip, may it be fruitful and full of intrigue and adventure. Cheers.
Just the first two.
And he downs the whole glass of wine.
Champagne, it's not a sipping wine.
Another, please.
So one of the auctions happened in France, correct?
The auctions?
Right.
One of the pieces was auctioned.
Yeah, to Milan.
So we can, I'm sure there's records we can look into outside of the...
Right, the auction house should keep records of that sort of thing. Although I reckon it depends on how long ago it was.
You could also probably do some genealogy work on Fenelic, Count Fenelic, with the city hall, which is charmingly the Hotel de Ville.
Interesting.
Yeah, all municipal buildings are hotels in
Hotels.
Hotel de Ville.
Not hotel. Very different.
Well, it's it's spelled the same, but they use it as an official place, and that is a building that has seen much blood. The plaza in front of the Hotel de Ville was where the guillotine was often placed.
Oh.
And the French Revolution was, what, 200 years? Less than 200 years ago. 18...
So there's still blood on the ground.
They
It was 17...
They don't believe in cleaning.
Well, there were, look, are we talking the Les Mis French Revolution? Are we talking the...
the big French Revolution was a little after the American Revolution, if I remember correctly.
They were, sort of contemporaneous.
Yeah.
Because there was a whole, freedom, we love Americans. They're crazy, we don't like the French. They're killing everybody. That's bad publicity for us.
That's bad for business.
Yeah.
It's okay, France, we don't like us either.
So you have this fantastic dinner. It is a 6-course meal.
Oh my
Between
God.
every course, a small dollop of sorbet of different, usually tomato sorbet is brought to cleanse your palate.
I ask for chocolate sauce.
The waiter will bring you chocolate sauce.
This is terrible.
Is this what it's like, being rich?
Yeah, more or less.
Eating like this with this kind of a view and
Less tomato and
More chocolate.
more chocolate.
the tomato's good. You just have to kind of adjust your brain to it.
No, you don't.
A lot less snail.
You notice that, after this conversation, the waiter starts explaining every course.
Oh, thank God.
The way he's telling you how to eat it, or the purpose of the soup course.
And Charlie's drinking it all in because he knows enough to move in the circles if he has to, but he does not know the finer points.
And the fish course is not the last course. The meat course is the last course, but the fish course is the lighter meat to prepare you for the heavier meat that is coming.
Being rich means ignoring all of this, right?
I'm drinking in it. I'm drinking in it.
Drinking it.
Oh, like Nick.
I need some more champagne.
Yes, the champagne is flowing. It is, probably one of the best meals many of you have had.
Definitely the best meal Charlie's ever had.
And then Reggie also has his eye out for attractive people to be hitting on.
Oh, sure. This is a C&B scene sort of restaurant. So there are some very young flapper girls who are enjoying themselves.
What about the busboy?
The busboy is
I forgot you swing in all directions.
the busboy.
This is a new revelation to you all but Reggie's in France. And,
Yeah.
He is a hedonist.
Yeah, when in Rome. The busboy is a surprisingly. He's very well built, but he's a little on the old side.
Oh.
He's got an imminence grise kind of thing going for him. No, Reggie doesn't.
All right, well,
come on, you've got
okay.
daddy issues.
Yeah, I do have daddy. Is he younger than 47?
Yes.
Oh, he's into it. So
I always forget that Reggie's in his late 40s.
Yes.
I always forget that.
It's because I'm such a youthful spirit.
Yeah. He lives his life, like he's 20.
So he's openly flirting with this guy.
Oh yeah, the busboy will. He'll say something to you in French.
And I'll giggle.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And
Charlie's
that
taking
pairing of words.
Charlie's taking surreptitious notes in his notebook.
Sure. But yeah, so this dinner, I never feel more like an ugly American than when I eat a meal in Europe, and I'm like, are we still hour number 3? What?
They like the ones who actually enjoy the food. It's not just a scarf down occasion.
I always go to dinner with my German friends, and I'm just like, can we? Do we have to stay here? And they're like,
hey guys, what's next?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I love it.
But this meal, this is a 4-hour ordeal. Made much better by the champagne and apparently the
flirting.
the dish boy. What's it?
The busboy.
Busboy. God dog.
I don't know if Rudolph can make it 4 hours.
It's tough.
No, I mean, he might just be like 2 hour mark.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I've got stuff I have to do, like.
I have to mail not forgery.
Yeah. No, it's a forgery.
More for us, right, Charlie?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so he leaves after the fish course.
I hate being told how to eat my fish.
Charlie, have you ever been in a relationship?
Well, that's
There's an icebreaker.
We'll be traveling around. I just want to know what you're into. If there's anything I can help you facilitate.
well, I've been in a couple relationships.
This is when you leave.
out.
I might get up and listen for a little bit and be like, nah, I gotta go. What?
None of them lasted very long. I'm kind of the itinerant, so when you've
I don't know what that means.
always on the move,
Oh.
looking for the next story.
See, that's mysterious. People like that.
It's mysterious, but it isn't good for long-term relationships unless the person's willing to come along.
Long-term relationship. Right.
Yes.
I've heard of those.
I tend to be I kind of keep to myself, so
Well, if you ever need a wingman.
I appreciate it. Don't know, I may have, and I'm very grateful at this point that Rudolph has left because it continues with.
Are you turning pink?
A
Are you
little bit.
yeah, you're turning pretty pink?
I may
I
may have my eye on Miss Erna.
Oh. Oh.
Good thing I'm not there.
Sword cane out.
Oh, yeah.
Erna. Huh. How have I not seen this?
I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, my attention's been elsewhere, but are you planning on making a move this trip?
I might. You're not supposed to mix work and pleasure, but that's most of what my life has been work. So I figure I'm a
Gotta
little
fit
pleasure.
it in somewhere.
Right.
Well, the busboy and I are probably going out after this. So if you'd like to tag along and you would like a companion, I'm sure we can work something out.
I mean, if you don't mind me third wheeling a bit, I would love to see more of the town, but
Are you saying you like to watch?
which kind of going out are we talking about here? Do I need to?
I don't know. Let's find out.
He only speaks French.
I don't know what he's saying. I know 16 words of what he's saying.
Several of them rude.
I can tell this is putting you in.
I can tell you for sure he's not swearing me out.
You know what? Those are the important words to know.
This is putting you in an odd spot, so I don't want to push you. But, if you're interested and you'd like to tag along, you're welcome.
I appreciate it. I do want to see more of the city, but it is. I reckon it's a bit late tonight, and I'll leave you to your friend.
Unlike almost everywhere in Europe, the Parisians eat dinner at like what we would consider a normal hour. Like 7 o'clock is the dinner hour in Paris, because then you go out, and you have the rest of the night.
So we're eating from 7 to 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I might go and try and find this Moulin Rouge.
Oh, let's. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right.
I'd love to.
So you guys get up, and the busboy will come over to you and roll me a French roll.
We. I'll use my
She's got
rainbow
the
dice
bit
for
ready.
this one.
He says something that might have included the word for school.
And I laugh and I squeeze his cheek, and then I get his arm in my arm and start
You
walking.
just tell him, he's very confused. He said, pardon, and he says something again, but you're just dragging him along.
That's right. And then I give him $10.
Oh,
It's that kind of an evening.
He's like, and one of the waiters is like yelling at him, and he's like, and you clearly hear whatever he says back. Part of it is American.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Speak French?
No.
No. Okay.
Although he might want to start learning because it's like French seems like the lingua franca to learn.
I love that lingua franca is not in French.
Yep.
What is it?
That's Latin.
Oh, we.
So everybody's very. I think you just got the bellboy out of his busboy out of his job, but he'll go along with you, and he understands the word Moulin Rouge, and he'll start leading the way.
What's his name?
Martin.
Martin.
He starts leading you into not the best part of town. And he keeps going, no, Moulin Rouge.
Yeah. We.
And yeah, he brings you to it's a theater, and there is a giant red mill lit up in stage lights, glowing red, that is 2 stories tall. Wow. And you just, you turn the corner and the light just shines out in this garish red. And the entire theater, standing out in front of the theater, are just scantily clad can girls.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman.
The weird guy who was the Count.
The weird Count guy.
I loved when he sang Like a Virgin. That was great. Touched for the very first time.
I got to see the Moulin Rouge live when it was here in San Francisco.
Oh, neat. The stage show?
That was fun.
That's great.
Jim, the guy who did the Ringmaster, he was great too. But you, he will take you up, and he takes you to the ticket window, and then he just sort of looks at you.
Yes, of course, and I pay for it.
All right, yeah, you get 3 tickets, and so it's a nightclub essentially. You're seated at a table, the 3 of you, and
Champagne.
so Martine says, "Oh no," and he says something to the waiter, and 3 cups of absinthe come to the table.
Excellent.
I bet the professor is really kicking himself that he isn't here for this.
he's old.
He's had absinthe. He's kicked that habit.
Since I had abscess.
I'm going home to do some cocaine, okay?
Like a normal person.
Yeah, like a civilized individual. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm writing his one down.
I'll watch Martine to see how to because there's a procedure with absinthe.
He doesn't know it. He just picks it up and slams it down. He's a busboy.
Would Charlie know that there's a procedure to
I think
it?
Charlie knows enough about the various vices to know that there's a procedure.
Make me a intelligence roll.
It's just an alcoholic roll.
Roll for
Only
alpha.
Reggie has
Not
that
all
skill.
of us have that. That's a 55 out of 70.
All right, yeah. You remember something, and then you look over at other people, and there's a whole distilling thing that goes on of like
And isn't there a sugar cube that we
you
light
drop
on
like
fire?
it's like kind of like
There's a
you
special little fork.
You melt the sugar cube and you pour it in.
Yeah, I'm going to watch another table intently to
So
see how they do
this
it.
tells you why the little candle under your table is a gas lamp, because you use that with a spoon to melt the sugar cube, and then you put the spoon in and you stir it around to get the sugar all mixed in.
Okay.
So you both start doing that, and Martine looks super embarrassed at his empty glass.
I give him a smooch on the cheek, and I'm like, "It's all right. We'll get you another one."
Both of you make me Constitution rolls.
Here we go, baby. Oh, just shy.
28 is a hard success.
Nice.
I got a 56 out of 55.
Oh, would you like to spend it? Would you like to push the roll?
I mean, I would just take this.
That
as a
is
badge
the
of honor.
wrong muse
You
to
are
have,
trying
sir.
The way I see this,
Tell me what to
you're
do.
living with a purpose. Accept that purpose.
Yeah, I'll let this ride.
You're aiming for a night.
Yeah, I want to have a night.
Okay, yeah, you may not
remember.
Yeah, you may not remember
Not
most
that,
of it.
You didn't critically accomplish.
So, long story short, the next morning, you stumble out of Moulin Rouge at 5:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And it's only because Charlie still has some wits that you get back to the hotel.
With Martine.
With Martine.
Okay.
Yeah. Martine, by the way, also is super like
Out of
he's
it.
no he holds his liquor very well.
Oh, okay, good.
And you say your pleasant goodbyes at the hotel, and then you sleep for most of the rest of the day. Martine will be at dinner with you guys, and then he will disappear politely.
Oh, when it's time for coffee and breakfast, I'm getting them. No, we got shit to do today. We're looking into records.
I'm trying to get Martine to the room, by the way.
Oh no, yeah, he's in there.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like
Just so we're all clear, I'm
Yeah,
fucking
it's
this
a
dude.
tasteful lights out suggestion.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see the response from my non-forgery.
When you come home, Erna sticks her head out. You have a little suite, as we always somehow make up, even though it would be a terrible idea for a hotel. And Erna speaks her head and says, "Oh, that Henri, he was something, wasn't he?" Well, I hope I'm still very early in the story. I hope everything works out with him.
I go over and put my head on her shoulder. Nothing works out.
Oh.
Just brace yourself.
And she'll go, I'm back to it. And she goes back in her room. You see, room service, 3 meals have been, stacked up here. She is,
I'm gonna knock and bring one of those meals in.
oh no, they're empty.
Oh, good,
She's
good,
eating.
good, good.
She's
She's
eating.
been eating.
She's taking advantage of the room service
Oh,
situation.
good. I thought that was ignoring the food.
No.
Okay.
She doesn't read like you read. She doesn't,
Ezra,
get lost.
I'm sorry, remind me, is Professor Smith bankrolling this, or am I bankrolling this, or...
Professor Smith he gave you some money. You got
Right.
what was it, £1,000?
Right.
And you used most of that for the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you used a third of that for the tickets for everybody. So you're still working on that money. But the way you're living, you're going to blow that very quickly.
Right.
And then you'll be bankrolling everything.
Okay.
So there will be an uncomfortable call to your father at some point.
Uncomfortable, that's
sounds like
relative.
every call.
Yeah, that's a call to my father. There will be a call to my father.
You go. Whose door are you going to knock on?
What time is it?
Oh, it's probably 9 a.m.
Okay.
No, probably earlier than that.
All right, Rudy's an early riser.
Well, yeah, that's why I went to bed early so we could get a good start in the morning.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
want to say around 6:30 we should
God,
be
I
coffee.
hate
Well, I wake
Same.
up at 5:30.
I continue to hate you.
To do cocaine.
You gotta get what? Yeah.
You gotta get started on cocaine.
You gotta get up pretty early in the morning.
You know, the early bird gets the Coke. So
We have just been demonetized so hard.
Coca-Cola.
Sorry, Thomas.
Coca-Cola.
Sorry. Coca.
We're gonna have to put like
Back when they put cocaine in
the
it.
Great Danes are an adult podcast with it sometimes features.
We do not endorse
Drug
the
use,
usage
body
of
horror.
summoning dark demonic monsters or cocaine.
We did shoot several people in the head last time. I think we're...
This is America.
I make no apologies.
That's fine.
I said
But if you
it-
show
yes.
a boob,
Get it out of here.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
6:30.
so whose door are you knocking on?
Charlie.
Look,
I'm
you
gonna
know
give-
enough not to knock on his door.
Yeah, at least 7:30 before we get. But I'm excited to get a start. I'm pretty sure that Charlie's a responsible individual.
I got him home.
So you have literally just face planted in your fantastic king-sized feather bed that just you flop down and it just goes poof around you, and you are laying in the clouds when
No, go away.
Oh, come on, we got to get started.
No. Just run.
now the sword cane is now banging on the door.
I'll get up, still fully dressed,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
imagine, and like stumble over to the door and pull it open and be like, look, I got Reggie home at about an hour and a half ago.
30 minutes ago.
What were you doing?
We were at Moulin Rouge, all right?
We have things to do.
Good for you. Close.
I brought him coffee. I had a cup of coffee in my hand, one for me, of course.
Erna opens her door, takes the cup of coffee. Thank you.
Oh, that's
and
mine.
closes.
No!
That one has stuff
That
in
one
it.
had stuff in it. No, I was specifically in my head like, there's one for me and there's one for him.
Ernest,
I start
pounding-
reading fast.
I am pounding on Ernest's door.
I'm reading.
Here's your.
So Russians on the train.
I slide in. I hand her the other cup of coffee. Where'd you
okay.
put my coffee?
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Russians. It's some sort of love triangle or something.
Professor Smith forgot he spoke Turkish. It's all right here.
Charlie's gonna take enough time to get his boots and his trousers off before going back to
right.
going back into bed.
Erna takes the coffee and goes back in to read more.
So I'm
just-
the only one doing anything.
You're
today.
just
That's-
you're like in the suite going. So it's just me then.
I mean, I'll try Reginald.
Is there a sock on the door?
You see Reginald in a pair of silk boxers and a foot-filled ice bucket going back into his room. Oh, hi, Professor.
Reginald, are you gonna be available? You really not read? You have to be able to read,
What
right?
are you talking about? Ask me the question first, and then I will answer.
Auction records. We were gonna go over auction
Oh,
records.
hell no. And then he goes and
No,
he
no.
slams the
No,
door.
that one's on me.
And you hear giggling on the other side.
All right.
Are there negative consequences if I do get up?
Oh yes.
Okay. Then no.
No, it's
not
no,
a
it's-
chance.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
got a hard
have
success in that con.
wonderful day microdosing on coke and going over.
Reggie was shirtless and ripped, by the way, just so everybody knows.
Obviously.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, he told me that.
He's got the silver fox thing going.
Yeah, Reggie,
He wasn't really sober completely.
first thing Reggie said to him was, I don't even work out.
Polo.
Polo.
Water and otherwise.
You did
Great for the
swing
core.
too. Yeah.
So yeah, you are wandering the streets of Paris.
I'm not wandering the street. I know
Somehow
where I'm
you don't
going.
see the beauty in this fantastic city.
I just don't see beauty.
Well, that's true.
I'm so bitter. So bitter.
Like his coffee.
Like his coffee.
Bitter, full of.
They do make pretty good coffee here.
How is it with the cocaine in it?
Well, that you have to
You
add
don't
yourself.
taste. You don't
Is
taste.
cocaine sweet
You know, you
at
might
all?
like absinthe.
I had enough champagne last night. That's a downer.
That's a downer.
I'm not looking for downers right now.
It's only a downer if you're in a down mood when you drink it.
So,
It's a depressant.
You
always
met
a
Rudy?
There you go. That's true.
So you're gonna just start looking at at auction houses?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got my little book
Yeah.
on French to try and help
Yeah.
me through this.
Do you want to? You could. The maitre d' could maybe be helpful in telling
Yeah.
you the biggest ones.
Yeah, do we not know what auction house it went through?
No. All you have is that one was auctioned off to someone in Milan.
Do we know anything about the time frame? Any rough estimation?
Let's see if there's any. There are some breadcrumbs, but not a lot.
Martina and I are playing Find the Teacup.
I mean, we know that we're looking for. God, what is the
The Sedefkar Simulacrum.
Sedefkar Simulacrum? I have it written somewhere.
I have it written on the front of my book.
Nice.
The challenge is so you're he'll give you several names.
No, this was something where I wasn't expecting to beeline towards results.
So
I was
you-
expecting to have at least one other person helping to cover ground.
Someone with library use.
Yeah.
You think so? The professor's notes said 1919
Okay.
was when it was auctioned off.
It's not that long
A
ago.
piece of the simulacrum. Make me an intelligence roll.
So, I mean, the first thing I'm doing is I'm looking up the names of, because it's.
He'll give you-
Do I know what it is?
It's a statue.
It's a statue.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't know what it's a statue of.
But
Oh, that's gonna help.
okay, then that would stop me from doing the thing
I'm
that
just
I
gonna
thought.
I think it was a figure, right? I think because
Yeah, if I think it's a person,
So they did, one thing he said was the statue was dismembered in Paris.
I just love that they use dismember.
So
because-
so that will make you think that it is probably a
Broken
statue
apart.
of a figure.
and so that means in my little book, Cursed Dice, where are you? Where have you gone?
Yeah, you really.
I can't roll
there it is.
non-cursed dice. I might roll well.
That's okay. He cursed the set of my dice about less than a week ago.
Yeah, they rolled
They are
really.
very, very
first
cursed.
roll was a critical failure.
Yeah.
So I'd be looking for names of body parts
Okay.
in French and think like, okay, it would have this, and then possibly the selling of an arm, a leg, a head.
Well, first make that an intelligence roll.
7, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're guessing that 1919 was, just at the end of World War I, the Great War. Pardon
Great
me.
War. There will never be another like
The war,
it.
the war to end all wars.
Oh yeah.
man, so good.
I call it the last war. Because after that,
Yeah, why would
who would be crazy
Yeah,
enough?
Who would? So you're not. The records might be not great.
Yeah.
But the maitre d' gave you 3 auction houses, and he particularly said that for statuary, there is an Italian auction house in town, Benedetti's, that is famous for proctoring statuary transactions.
Okay.
So they speak English,
Oh, thank.
and
goodness.
you are. Make me a credit rating roll.
This is why you need the other person. You need one for library use and one for
You
money.
need one to look rich.
Oh, that I should have just like. Well, he wasn't wearing his clothes, so that
He looks rich no matter what.
We're roughly. What's your size?
They're about the same height, according to
55.
55. I think that might be a little tight.
The tuxedo, yeah, it doesn't fit that great.
Yeah, I'm 65.
You're bigger than I am.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, if you go to our Discord, and you should join our Discord.
It's not on that Discord yet.
Oh.
It's on our private Discord.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Regular success.
Regular
Credit
success?
roll.
Okay. Yeah, you're ushered in, given a little espresso, and a gentleman introduces himself as Mr. Benedetti.
Hello. Pleasure to meet you. I'm trying to look into a piece that was sold in 1919, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? No, he doesn't. Yes.
No, I was asking you. Yeah. Well, I'm lost. And
And this piece is.
I believe it was a piece of another whole statue. Might be an arm, leg, torso, ear.
And the purpose?
We've been hired by someone a collector who wishes to find these, and
I see. Well, are you looking to buy statuary?
this particular statuary.
And only that piece.
But if we find this expediently, well, we might have some funds left over.
I see.
Well put.
Can you give me any more information?
Simply that it was sold in this time frame. It was likely the body part of it's a little mysterious. We believe it was a person. And it was called the Set of Our Simulacrum.
Ooh, you dropped the name.
Yeah.
Waiting for that.
I mean, I have to. I have so little information.
Fair enough.
And that is the name of the statue?
I believe so.
You know it was sold to Milan, somebody in Milan.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I will include.
Well, the Milan part is helpful. The weird name of the statue less helpful. If you don't mind, this will take a little while to look. I can,
Can I do anything to help?
Can I do anything to help?
If no, I won't impose. But
no.
This
Our
bitter
records.
Coke fiend wants to help.
Our records are.
microdosing, it's fine. It's like not doing coke at all.
It's pretty much.
feel a
might
lot
as well.
better.
Yeah.
I'm sure you understand. Our records are kept confidential. Of our sellers.
Understood.
He will. He'll push a button on his
Do they have
desk.
anything to browse in the meantime? Just
I
see
can show you some pieces, yes. And a young lady comes in and he says, Maria. And he says something very quickly in Italian to her. And
I roll Italian. No, I don't.
you're welcome to. And you hear him say, Sedefkar simulacrum. And then he, and you hear Milan. And then he will send her off and says, she's going to check our records. Would you like to see some other pieces of statuary?
Actually, yes. I mean, I'm here.
Do you have a particular era that you are classical, Romanesque?
So Erna is
Greek.
into like Turkish stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm assuming my character has a more astute
Now, are you
memory of that
speaking
than.
Ottoman or Trojan?
What do I think she would like more?
The older stuff.
Yeah.
Etruscan?
Rudolph makes a memory roll to know
What is Erna blathered on about?
No, he pays attention.
It is, yeah, it's much more the Holy Roman Empire era. The early years of the split empire. The years of two emperors. He says, well, you see, we have this lovely piece of Diocletian. And he'll lead you into this hall, and there's just fractured statues all around you. Make me a sanity roll.
Ezra, how do you know so much about historical statuary?
Because I have led a useless life.
Sanity, yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I wish that was my fine arts roll. Damn it.
24 is pretty good.
24 is pretty good.
This hall.
Can it double?
Sure, yeah. So this hall seems like just an endless hallway of statues in alcoves all the way down. And every statue seems to be missing at least one body part.
Horrifying.
Fascinating, actually.
but-
it might be hard for him to drag me down towards the thing, just because I think I would stop along the way.
Yeah, and the fine art roll tells you these are pieces of immense value.
Oh.
And from, in some cases, thousands of years. Well, yeah.
If I can. Oh.
It's very hard to shoplift a statue.
Well, no, I don't. No, I don't steal.
You're gonna work on
I'm not a-
forging. Are you gonna become an art forger now? Well, I know that's
I am
your
an art
thing.
forger.
But a sculpture?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Of course.
thought
I
you
do art.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Listen,
I
all
also
art's created equal. But I can do art. I can do it all.
No, here's the thing. I also sell legitimate stuff.
Yeah, no.
Like I do forgeries of like the simpler things.
Yeah.
But
the
there's
forgery is laundry. The real stuff is the laundering.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's stuff here where it's like if I think I can get a sense for like, I know someone who would pay an insane amount for this.
Oh yeah, for most of this stuff, somebody.
But
you
I
can
could
sell
get
this
it
to.
at a good price. Like they might not know. Like I might be trying to just get a sense.
Okay, make me a psychology roll. So you guys talk a little bit about like he's telling you some of the things about what the what previous auctions were.
I need
Actually, no, make it appraise.
Appraise? Oh yeah, if appraise, it's a hard success.
Okay, yeah, their prices indicate that they are not. They're
In general, I'm expecting them to be on point. I'm hoping I can spot something where
You
it's
do
like,
find, yeah, they seem to have a blind spot for the ancient Greek stuff, where they are vastly underpricing it.
I'll have to be poor for a while.
All right, or
Yeah, you could
drop
find a sugar
Reggie's
daddy.
name. You could drop Reggie's name.
Charge it to Reggie Sterling.
That sounds criminal.
Oh no!
I don't know if I don't know if I'm okay with that. I mean,
Oh no! Do some coke about it, maybe.
I'm gonna go in the bathroom and do some coke about it.
All right, yeah, Mr. Benedetti, you say excuse me, and he'll show you where the.
No, I won't actually do that. No, but I.
But he's treating you very much like once he knows that you're a dealer, he art dealer.
Yes.
He will treat you.
I will be dealing art.
I know. Yeah.
Yes.
The first one's
It's
free.
all true.
I'm an antiquarian.
Of course. And you're old. But so he's treating you like an equal, and he's like, telling you on things, and you have noticed this sort of blind spot that they haven't noticed.
I mean,
A market inefficiency.
I won't want to let onto that, so I think I'll want to, because it's going to be suck. I'm going to be poor for a while, but I put some money into something that's I know I can easily move for like maybe a little more than
Yeah,
the
there's
value.
like a bust of Athena
Yeah.
that is kind of small, so it's semi-portable.
Yeah.
And
then get
a
one-
nice piece that you're pretty sure you could sell for double what you pay for it.
Yeah, and then I am still looking for something for Erna.
Okay.
That's cute.
But you're gonna need to get something small for her if you're gonna buy this bust, because this bust is gonna clean you out pretty well.
What's your credit rating?
57.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad, but it's, like this is how I live.
You're gonna spend $1,000, which is that's a year's income for many people. And you're gonna drop that to then sell this for $3,000 to $5,000 is your hope. But it's not gonna sell tomorrow.
Yeah, but I also know who I'm traveling with, so I'm not stressing out terribly right
Reggie,
now.
you didn't pay for dinner last night.
Yeah.
You haven't paid for dinner. You don't remember the last time you paid for dinner.
No, I do. There was,
That's right. There was
one
one
night
in England.
where
You
where
bought,
I was like, nah,
you bought the
I-
crazy guy some food.
That's right.
So he takes you on this tour and he's showing you stuff. They do have some jewelry from the Holy Roman Empire. He tells you, the purple stones were reserved for the what they call the Basilios, the emperor's family. They were said to have been born in the purple because only the emperor's family could wear purple.
Yeah, the rarity of the dye from the seashells.
But it went to the stones as well. So you couldn't use amethyst for other purpose. Regular citizens couldn't use amethyst by pain of death. So yeah, you'll prattle on for a good long time, and then Maria will come and find you, and she talks to him in Italian for like a minute, and he goes, Maria has found no record of a transaction of that sort to Milan, but it is possible that it was sold as something else, perhaps, or I'm not French, or it was conducted in private. I assure you, Signor, that if it had been statuary to Milan, Benedetti would have handled it.
Who is Benedetti?
That's this.
That is my house. My father.
okay.
My father was Mr. Benedetti, and I am now Mr. Benedetti.
So it would have had to have. It would have been likely that it had been a
Yes.
private dealing.
Either that, or it was. I mean,
It could have been difficult to make out what it was if it was a part of.
Yes, there are many fragments of statuary that if someone knew what they had, they would say, "Oh, this is quite valuable." But you know, what do you do with an arm?
I'll tell you what you do with another.
Martine is showing you.
Delightful, beautiful mental imagery. Well, is there anything that can be done given the situation?
Do you have? I can give you a name in Milan of a reputable art dealer there who would perhaps be able to help you more.
Please.
Yeah, he'll give you you know the name of an art dealer in Milan.
Okay. Name.
You can invoke it at your pleasure.
You have plus art dealer going
Yes,
forward.
yes.
I already have plus art dealer.
Well, now you have
Now
you have extra plus.
in what?
Plus
In
extra.
Mulan?
I know I'm
Milan.
feeling
Milan.
there.
Not Mulan.
Milan.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat the hunt.
Donny Osmond's finest work.
Okay.
Oh, Joseph's Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat would argue with that one.
Yeah.
Well, Erna's been moving through that book. Do I think she's?
So would Marie.
Do I think she's? I'm trying to time when she's gonna need something to bring up her spirits.
All right. So are you gonna buy
Good uncle.
you can buy a piece of
Yeah, I'm looking for and for her, I'm looking for something that's not about being flashy, but something that shows technique, something that demonstrates the era in interesting ways, something like that an academic could appreciate. More so.
So
foot.
there's an icon of the Hagia Sophia. It's a little miniature sculpture of the what was at that time the most famous church in the world. Now it's a mosque, but
A shunned mosque?
no, it is not. Oh, it is not shunned at all. I don't even know how to say it in like American now. Hagia Sophia, I think is what we think it is, but
Yeah.
it's the Hagia Sophia.
Okay.
Beautiful place. They're so cool. You go there and you're looking around, and then all of a sudden, kind of hidden, there's a banister with like a little clear plastic docent marking, and it's pointing out where a Viking carved his runes in this banister in like the year 1100.
Wow.
It's so cool.
I love that.
Sen was here.
Yeah, literally. Just he put his mark on in the banister, and it's still there.
Oh, yeah, no, graffiti hasn't changed.
Yeah.
There's graffiti that from like the Roman era that's every bit as like graphic as what's on the walls today.
If not more so.
Yeah. So you talk a little bit longer, and yeah, this you think this little kind of it's almost like a shadow box. There's a backing to it, and then the sort of two-dimensional made out of ivory of the Hagia Sophia, and the background is painted of Istanbul.
Oh, nice.
That's so sweet.
And they'll give it to you for a very good price. You know, this is not. He's very careful to say that this is more. This is more of a modern piece. This is from the Ottoman times. This is probably from the 1700s.
Okay. Well, I mean, this one's actually a gift for my niece. So.
Well, that's very kind. Would you like us to wrap it, sir?
Yes, please.
Of course. They'll take care of that. And you can, if you wish, buy that statue and have it shipped somewhere.
Yeah.
You have an office, yeah.
I would have places, yeah.
You have a warehouse.
Places to put stuff.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah, so they're very excited to sell that. They you know, it was on clearance. Price to move.
This has been choking up our warehouse
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah, we got to move product, man.
When I
We
get
here
back,
at Benedetti's, we have your antiquities.
Price is so low, we're practically giving them away.
I mean, when I get back, I am going to come knocking on Reginald's door.
All right, so you get
What
back.
time?
Yeah, you get back around 3.
Round 3.
Lunch has been delivered.
Lunch has been
It was
eaten.
oysters.
Ooh.
There's going to be an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
I
Figured they just
okay.
hook them to your veins.
He's on the phone.
Oh, wait.
Martine comes up and like makes a gesture that he's on the phone.
Yeah, so this guy you don't recognize, this scantily clad man just comes up and goes,
And it's like late 30s.
yeah.
Also ripped.
Yeah, this guy is in very good shape.
Charlie is up and moving around at this point.
The guy looks at you.
I look at Reginald like,
You see him on the phone.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the
Yeah,
back.
he's
No,
in the
no,
back. Yeah,
I'm
you
in
can't
the-
see
I'm in
Reginald.
bed on the
You think
phone,
you
like-
hear Reginald.
yeah.
I'm speaking in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
The guy, Martine looks very uncomfortable.
Do you want to
I milk that.
if you want to overhear what he's talking about?
I'm focused on just making the deadest face at this man as possible. Just kind of staring through him.
And like, you've put a foot in the door. Martine keeps trying to close it, and you're like, he's like,
No, sword cane.
oh yeah, there's a cane in the.
So it just like, clunk. I'm smiling, but Rudolph isn't smiling.
Pardonnez-moi, monsieur.
I'd like to speak to Reginald when he's done.
Oui, Reginald.
We,
Actually, he says Reggie.
Reginald.
Reggie.
Reginald Sterling.
Reggie?
Charlie will come out of his room pulling his suspenders up at this point. Hey, Rudolph.
Feeling better?
Much.
Oh, I feel bad. I showed like some amount of positive emotion on my face. Oh,
He
well.
like tries to close the door again, and the cane is still there. And he's like, Zut allure.
Leave the kid alone. I say kid, he's older than me.
He's like trying to push the cane, but it's very
I will
heavy.
put my foot behind it. They have some, and I'm not looking at him. I just wedge into the door. They have Greek statuary at one of the auction houses. It's basically on discount. I can move this for double its worth.
Oh, damn.
I want to talk to Reginald.
Well, when he's on the phone, he's in another world, so it probably isn't gonna...
I can wait.
Martine now walks away and starts trying to get dressed.
Oh, honey, no.
Oh, Reginald, you done?
On the phone.
Yeah, oui. Téléphone. Reggie.
Charlie's gonna shake his head and ring down to the front desk for room service. Lunch has already happened, but coffee.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they'll bring some stuff up. Yeah, Martine is getting dressed, still in his busboy outfit, which it was a nice restaurant, so it's essentially almost a tuxedo.
Mm-hmm.
And he blows you a kiss.
Yeah, I blow it back.
And he leaves.
Before he goes, I call me.
Oui, téléphone.
We.
Reggie.
Martine.
And he goes.
Hello, Father.
Who was that?
Oh, it was room service.
The hell kind of name is Martine?
French, Father. We're in Paris.
Wait. The statue, right? Keep your mind.
Yes, well, that's why I called. We have several leads. Somebody named Fenwick, maybe. And somebody bought a piece of the statue who's from Milan, and I believe the professor's looking for auction houses or something like that. I just wanted to let you know we're here and that we are chasing down leads. And if you had any other information for us or any contacts in Paris that would be helpful, then of course we
I
went
hear
to the...
a lot of excuses and a lot of inaction.
Yes, sir. I
Reginald.
understand, sir. Yes, Father.
These things are time sensitive.
Of
The
course,
next eclipse, Reginald.
I understand. I'm just trying to let you know that this is the state of things and asking for any additional support you may
So
have.
correct me if I'm wrong. The state of things is that you don't have any statue. And you don't know where the statue is. And you don't know what the statue does. And you're looking for some weird name. Is that it? Have I missed anything?
No.
Should I note down Martine?
No, Father.
Results, Reginald.
Yes, Father.
Details don't matter. Results.
Of course, Father. Results, yes.
The next time you call, I'm gonna know more about this statue, aren't I?
Of course, Father.
Because I know now, from your first call and this call, I know it's a statue.
Yes.
We've
Of a figure.
well established that.
Of a figure that could change nations. You did forget that detail, Father.
You told me the first time, Reginald.
Well, you asked if you missed any. We don't need to quibble. I will let you know when
No.
we have results.
I correct you. We are not quibbling. You are bringing me results.
Yes, sir.
Remember what happened to your brother.
Of course.
You may go.
Thank you. Click. He grabs a bottle of champagne.
I do want to say that Charlie was kind of hovering near the open door and trying to eavesdrop
Yeah, you can hear a
Reggie's
little
side.
bit of that, but not a ton.
Yeah.
You know, when his father got stern, his voice got lower
Oh,
and harder to hear.
very,
Yeah,
yeah, so,
It
yeah.
was very sotto voce.
yeah.
I don't let that bring me down. And I will come
I
in the
defeated
room.
Martine. We have.
We?
I always have to get my good buddy Dead Boy in here. Dead Boy, Live Mom. I don't remember what I call Support Dad.
Support Dad. Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger's cat.
dog.
Ooh, what's the dog?
Clockwork Iguana.
Clockwork Iguana. That was my band in high school.
What did you play?
The Clockwork Iguana.
Yeah, I played the clock. Well, yeah, that's it.
The Glockenspiel.
The claw. I like it. I like it. It's just a wind-up thing. It's,
Oh, you know.
I played the Snoopy snow cone machine. We, as an artist, Dead Boy wishes to support an artist in pursuit of art. Bon chance, mon ami
For
Rudy.
art's sake.
So close.
So the deal is, if you do make it in the glass, we get 2 of them, right?
No. The deal is, I ruin your drink.
Yeah, we get coin-flavored water.
Man, so many people handle these coins, and I think the last time I disinfected them was several years ago.
Years.
So they've had time to ripen.
I mean, who's
They're like
licking
cast
these
iron
coins?
skillets.
Everyone's handling them with their dirty fingers.
Yeah, but nobody's licking them.
Okay,
Fingers.
viewers. If I put this in my mouth,
I just licked
I
this
expect
one.
5 more. Did you actually do it?
No, I licked the back
Okay,
of my
I'll
thumb.
actually do it if we get 5 more. I'll do it.
Oh, God.
I work.
Reggie, well, Dane is unfortunately out this week with cholera.
My profession
Died of dysentery.
Somehow Dane got smallpox.
Log into your grandmother's YouTube account and subscribe, and I will eat it.
For 1 sub. For 1 sub.
Delicious! God, I want to eat this so bad.
Ooh, it's so tasty.
I tried to get so I do this silly Twitch thing, fake baseball, and I tried to get Rachel's mom, who's 89. I was like, you could use your Amazon Prime to subscribe to me, and she was just like,
Glazed over. You get on that account and you do it yourself.
that's how I am.
That's how I get people to subscribe to my podcast. I'm like, give me your phone. This is it.
that was the canvassing.
That's right.
I'm trying to get an inflatable couch. Help me out.
So when I talked to my dad, I pretty much I almost changed completely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all recognize something's wrong, and I, again, not letting that slow me down.
You walk in, and Reggie is still naked in bed, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm propped up in bed. I've got the covers over my crotch, so you're not seeing anything.
I don't care. My eyes are on the money right now.
I am
different money shot.
I am completely like sullen and forlorn, and I've got like a half-finished bottle of champagne just
So
like
you
at my hip.
you won't care about this, but I did find the name of an art dealer in Milan who should be able to help us find one of the pieces. More importantly, at the auction house, they have no idea what they're sitting on. Would you like to? You don't make money, but do you think you'd feel better if you made money? Would you lend me money?
Yeah,
At
whatever.
interest?
Yes. It's
How
fine.
much?
What do you need?
10,000.
Yeah.
He like points at his wallet.
Yeah.
I will. You know what? This is as much sympathy as you're gonna get from Rudolph. He'll come give you. You're a good man.
What are you doing?
You're a good man.
What?
Chin up.
Thank you.
Chin up.
I'm fine.
Need some coke?
Yes.
All right.
Rudy hooks you up.
Yeah.
And it really takes the edge off.
Yeah. It's an upper.
Tell me if you need another 10.
You're on a downer right now.
You don't know what I'm on, Professor,
champagne.
and I appreciate your.
And now a little bit of cocaine.
I appreciate you reaching out, but it's fine. You didn't hear any of that, did you?
No, I'm just reading your emotional state.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It could just be a
He
hangover.
gets out of bed naked and he starts finding his
It's hard to tell existential ennui from a hangover.
No.
Write that down.
No, Rudolph has had, believe it or not, he's had low points in his life.
What?
Yes, it's going to come to a shock because everyone who
seems
didn't
weird.
watch any of the prior episodes.
We flashed to Erna in the hotel room going, Uncle Rudy.
How many people did you kill?
in the head.
He acted like that was the first one in the room.
Gonna kind of stick my head into the room. Everything all right?
You know what, actually?
I'm naked.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I will,
Charlie like looks, appraises.
I don't use Reginald. I say Reggie.
What?
I
Wow.
call you Reggie.
Well,
It's for this.
That's-
I'm like,
what?
you know what? That's the one time that's gonna happen.
You know,
I mean, I don't say that part.
$10,000 well
You,
spent.
but I'm speaking to you informally.
that touches. That
Yeah.
that is emotionally
the cocaine
changing.
didn't work, so
The cocaine didn't work, so we go with the nickname.
I honestly, Dane has forgotten your character's name because I keeps calling him Professor. What's
yeah.
Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Or you keep calling him Rudy.
No, I
And he
keep
keeps
calling him
correcting
Professor.
You.
Yeah.
Professor, but then you call him Rudy.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he corrects you.
You're right.
But at this point, he won't do that.
So
It's going to be at least an hour before he brings up that you killed someone.
He doesn't. How aware?
different character.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Rudolph.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can, for today, call me Rudy. You can do that for today.
And
I see that you're in a place. I've been there.
don't know what you're talking about.
These two are having a
And-
moment. You're like watching this weird. You're watching.
One of them's naked.
Yeah, you're watching two emotionally unavailable people try to be emotional, and it's kind of like watching code talkers talk to people.
I don't know what you mean by emotional, but I
Every day is
appreciate the cocaine, and
Yes.
I would be happy to loan you any amount of money you need.
I will pay you with interest.
I expect nothing less.
And
Okay.
all right.
Well, this was fine.
Yeah.
We're all fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. We are fine.
We're fine. You are fine.
You are fine, and you are fine.
There's a knock on your door.
Oh.
The open door?
I put on
Yeah, like the ensuite, and
I put on our terry cloth.
all right, yeah, and the maitre d'
Charlie,
says,
nice to see you.
See you, Reggie.
"Pardon, I have a small gift for you.
A gift?
We have received several tickets to a reception tonight at the Louvre, and we would like to offer them to our very well-paying customers."
Rudy, you like art?
I love art.
We have to go to the Louvre.
I'm trying not to meta because I think I know what this is, and I'm just like, oh no.
Excuse me, do they have
I'm very
champagne
excited.
there? You said
This
reception?
is Paris, monsieur.
I'd love to hear that. I'm feeling better already. Also the cocaine. You didn't hear that.
This is Paris.
I give him $5.
Yes. He's like, I have some if you wish.
How available is cocaine here? Because I've gone through enough cocaine that I'm uncomfortable. You always make sure you have backup cocaine.
Is that like the backup hotel?
The backup hotels are frivolous.
When you
and
burn
stupid,
all of your cocaine.
but when you lose your coke,
Somewhere Amy just shed a tear when you
There's
said
a-
backup hotels are frivolous
I don't
and
know
stupid.
if you know this. There's a little something called withdrawal.
I am familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what you're
She
talking
says, like,
about.
thanks, speak softer. So the maitre d' can point you to someone who has some alternative fever cures.
Okay. I mean, I do look for the medicinal stuff.
Of course.
If they have anything else that's exciting, I'd be interested in investing in that as well.
That's harder to get across.
I'm just saying, if they have it, if it's available.
So yeah, the reception is tonight at the Louvre. It is it's an opening for a new exhibit.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, Charlie's gonna like tap on Erna's door.
Yes, I'm reading.
It's me, it's Charlie.
Yes.
We're invited to a reception tonight
Oh, have fun.
at the Louvre.
Yes, I've been.
You have?
I live in Europe.
I reckon it's easier on that side. Well, if you dig yourself out of there, you can come with us. It'll be fun.
I'm reading about fezzes.
What about them?
Rudolph's face just goes, because he was kind of checking, like, oh, well, you know, get a beat on this end. He just goes white.
I like look over.
It's a hat that eats your brain.
It's very spot on.
That sounds terrifying.
What are you?
It's
what's
a little
going
worse
on?
than that, but
Oh, it's worse
the
than
Louvre.
It's worse than a hat that eats your brain.
Let's.
How so exactly?
Well, it doesn't stop there.
Uh-huh.
So let's get ready for the exhibit tonight.
Guess we're getting ready for the exhibit tonight, Charlie.
I suppose so.
I guess we're not talking about brain-eating fezzes anymore,
We're
Charlie.
not talking about a lot of things, are we, Reggie?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, everyone's got their secrets.
I am an open book. Ask me whatever you like.
Who were you on the phone with?
My father.
What was the conversation about?
Our trip.
You sounded awfully dour, my friend.
I don't know
There.
what you're saying.
That's the part where you aren't an open book.
I'm telling the truth. I'm an open book.
You talk to my father.
Yeah. Have you ever talked to him?
I try to avoid talking to railway moguls when my name's on a hit piece. Although gods only know if anyone remembers that anymore.
Honestly, he would refuse to talk to you knowing you were part of the press, so.
Well, and apparently my editor doesn't know who I am anymore, so it's entirely possible your father doesn't either.
Interesting. I'll have to bring that up next time.
I'll be interested to see what he says.
Interesting.
Do we know anything about that? I'm sorry, like meta, I'm thinking we don't.
Meta, I don't think that...
You didn't bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah, like Erna knows because I think she was close enough to hear, but I don't think the two of you know.
And
Then I'll
refresh.
just raise an eyebrow at that and leave it.
So her price was that no one will hear her story.
His.
His. There.
And then.
Charlie's a him, despite what the person wanted to say.
And then, what mine was somebody else. took mine?
Yours was, as always, someone else will have your burden.
Okay. So I have no clue what that meant. Right. Great.
I mean,
Perfect.
you could have a sense of what that meant.
Do I have a sense?
Do you mean?
Actually, I
Reggie
believe your
doesn't
response at the time was, "Oh, wonderful."
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So no, I'm going to say you don't have any.
Know? Yeah.
You might have already forgotten it, in fact.
Dane did.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in the
Art
flashback
imitates
for a while.
We
So.
were in the flashback for a while, and I have extreme ADHD.
Yeah.
So.
And yours was you paid your price long ago.
Yeah.
And Erna's was the memory of her father's face.
It's a hard one.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll get on my daytime tuxedo and we can get going.
I suppose I'll put on that lovely monkey outfit you got for me.
I will telegraph the warehouse.
Let them know that a piece is coming.
Yeah, my
Yep.
associates and
Yeah, the hotel will take care of that.
We are in France. We might want to get you another suit.
tell them there might be more coming.
They're excited about that.
Is a person supposed to have more than one suit?
Yes. What are we, farmers?
I was, but
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah, I was raised on a
Connected
farm.
some dots.
Raised on a farm in Texas.
I've heard of Texas.
Yes, I don't recommend it.
I assume I do have some somewhat nice clothes just
Oh, yeah,
when I make
yeah.
deals with people.
So it's a nice walk to the Louvre. You walk to the end of the Champs-Élysées and then into the park that was the grounds of the palace. And in the middle of that park is the Louvre. And so it's just a stroll through the gaslight lit as it's getting dark in the winter.
I would have put on my evening tuxedo
Yes,
than,
of course,
than
yeah.
my daytime tuxedo.
And you
You blend in with the shadows nicely.
you are the knight.
I
And
like the Batman cowl.
I mean, he is also a billionaire.
Oh my god, I'm almost Batman, y'all.
Your intelligence is not high enough.
I'm so close.
I'm almost
I'm so close.
You're so close to being like the greatest detective.
You're
With your reading.
who's the
now?
sad guy from you're Owl Man, you know.
Oh,
No. No.
Watchmen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
Sad Batman.
Okay.
So that makes you Rorschach. That makes you.
I think they're all Rorschach.
the comedian.
Oh God, I hope
Oh
We need to rank this.
Wait, no.
That's right. I apologize.
Given all of your idiot stuff, I think you're Dr. Manhattan.
Oh yeah.
no! Oh, you're Dr. Manhattan.
Absolutely.
It's
Dr.
30 years
Manhattan.
later. They're still idiots.
They never grew out of it.
So you make it to the Louvre, and we will have a museum opening just as soon as we're back from break. No bathroom talk. No bathroom
we don't.
talk.
We're not even bringing it up.
No.
How many people, though, will be able to use it in what amount of time?
Well, we
People
installed one
won't
of those
know.
troughs like they have it like when you go to the ballpark.
Thanks so much for joining us thus far, folks. We're about to get yanked off the air.
Look, the cocaine stuff got us demonetized. Nobody cares now.
Don't let my characters do cocaine, and I won't do
Don't
it.
let them. Just that this is your fault. That's
Yeah.
obviously.
I didn't know. I'm going to take this thing off. It's hot.
It's so
All right.
hot.
We will be back, Internet friends, in a few short minutes. I hear there's mini root beer.
There is.
Goodbye, Internet. Well,
Bye.
goodbye for a little time.
For now.
Hello, and welcome back, Internet friends, and hello, podcast listeners. I think this is the next episode, right?
I don't do that anymore.
I think this is the next episode of the podcast, so welcome, podcast listeners, to Quests and Chaos. We're playing Call of Cthulhu. This is part 2 of our Paris adventure.
Okay, let's do a real quick recap. Last time on Call of Cthulhu, we went to the place and we did the things, and then I had sex with someone.
And we topped it off with just a little bit of Coke.
Just a little
bit of Coke.
We had dinner, we had Moulin Rouge, and then we had Martine.
And a bunch of art dealing.
I had him.
And yeah, then someone actually made progress on the story.
Profiteering. No, that didn't happen. No.
Oh.
So, you know, the walk up to the Louvre is beautiful. It is a chilly but nice night. The gas lights, the city is twinkling, and once you come in, you are taken to a gallery in the Louvre that is painted. It's all paintings, and this is an exhibit about the French Revolution. And so it is a lot of portraiture that was found. You learn it was found in a secret closet in Versailles. So this is from Marie Antoinette's private collection of paintings, and they have only recently been unearthed. And so they're
all of little cakes.
everyone has a bite out of it. That's there's a docent who kind of walks through each piece, and they don't know a lot about them. They're still trying to they've identified some people, but they haven't identified others. And it is it goes through about 4 rooms in the Louvre. And the crowd starts to spread out and look at things. And, you know, you guys are just kind of looking around, seeing...
Did we see who invited us?
The hotel. The hotel. Yeah, the hotel just got a bunch of tickets. And they're like, you're rich, here.
Yeah.
You spent a lot of money here.
Have fun.
Enjoy. And the docent is kind of around if you want to ask questions. There's an open bar. There's a very nice table of crudité and various hors d'oeuvres. And
champagne.
Yes, of course, champagne. And you pretty much have the run of the Louvre right now.
I start running in the Louvre.
What was
Come
that?
on, everyone. Let's go jogging.
Steve Martin roller skates in the gallery. L.A. Story.
Ah, there it is.
Great scene. Great movie.
They also have a pistol fight on the freeway.
There's a pistol fight?
Talks to a illuminated sign that tells the future. It's a very strange film.
Yeah.
As signs.
He also tries to go to a restaurant where they require a credit check to see what you can order. And he's like, and what was Monsieur thinking of ordering? I was gonna have the sea bass. Monsieur may have the chicken.
Yikes.
L.A. Story, everyone.
Yes.
All right.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'll be your robber tonight.
And now we're stopping movie talk.
You sort of are looking around. Everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
What about history and fine art rolls?
You can make me a, first make the spot hidden roll.
Boo.
Bloody Bob.
I'm gonna waste a perfectly good roll on this. Nope, 91.
All right.
I have other
now
things
make
on
me
my
the
mind.
either history or fine art, whichever you prefer.
I'll start with history just because that's a bit better. 97.
Yeah, you're,
I know who all these people are.
you sure do.
They are all terrible.
Yeah, you're like, they should have died.
That's probably correct.
Actually, Rudy is walking through the gallery going, and that one got decapitated, that one got decapitated, drowned.
Oh, I want to say what it's for, too. I want to make other people uncomfortable.
Yeah. You start going on at great length. This was history, right?
How many people speak English, though, I guess?
A fair amount.
Okay.
Yeah,
Paris?
Paris is a very,
Okay.
You start going on at great length about Republican weddings.
What?
It was a horrible thing in the French Revolution when, they would do awful things, but the Republican wedding was where they would go in a village that were supposedly royalists or something, and they would shackle a man and woman together and get 50 of them or so and put them out on a barge and then sink the barge. And that was a Republican wedding.
So sort of like a very bad version of a beanbag race. Like they're trying to get back. No, you don't ignore all of that.
There were, man, the French Revolution.
Full of atrocities.
Bonkers.
So I'm just listing off atrocities.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, Reginald is walking through the whole thing, just like talking about all the awful ways.
Oh my God.
No, I don't think Reginald is doing that.
Oh, sorry, Rudolph is. Yeah, too many arms.
I mean, it's our fault.
We got these lovely.
Yeah, but also.
Bloody Arnett.
And you two are trying to stay as far away from him as possible.
Absolutely. I got a critical success in that spot hidden.
Oh,
I got
nice.
a 9.
And you got, okay. So you two are off kind of in a weird, there's a corner where the pictures are getting much smaller. They're almost more like curios, they're almost postcard size, that sort of thing. And a lot of these are sketches or sort of paintings that weren't quite finished. You sort of get that, you look at this one painting. It's a painting of a man with the powdered wig, the whole nine, the weird beauty spot, but like this almost predatory sneer on his face.
Does he look like, what's his name? The Satanist that we had?
Oh, not really.
Loop the rest of us in on this? What?
When you went to the guy's house
we went to the guy's house who looked like a wolf
in England, yeah.
Oh, Frank Sinatra.
It was Frank Sinatra. When we went to Frank Sinatra's house?
Yeah, we went to Atlantic City.
Okay, no, but I know the father of the guy who ate people on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't remember their names,
Yes.
though.
Sorry, the description sounded Cannibal Dad.
Well, he wasn't Cannibal Dad, Cannibal Kid.
Yeah. Well, he was the father of a cannibal.
He was.
So, but the description struck a memory for me.
The description, it says, this painting is described as sketch for an unknown painting, 18th century, found among the possessions of Queen Marie.
Okay.
That's like all they know about it. And so it is.
But it strikes us because.
I mean, the most of these pieces are okay likenesses. This one feels vibrant. Like this guy is staring at you, and just they captured something about this person. It's striking.
This is eerie.
I've seen that look before when I've missed a deadline.
I have never had a deadline.
Sure, you get that look all the time, though.
Both of you make me a sanity roll.
Oh, no.
I believe this man ate babies, and that's why he was decapitated.
Since when is that a crime? You both made it?
Yes.
Okay, everything's fine.
He used ketchup.
That's the real crime.
Yeah. Off with his head.
Yeah, I'm kind of like leaning side to side looking at this.
Yeah, it's one of those like the eyes follow you. This is like the anti-Mona Lisa.
What's weird is that when I do that, it's only following his eyes. And I'm seeing them.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, what?
But it doesn't freak me out.
Please say that's actually happening, because that's pretty cool.
So, you end up, you're sort of standing there for a minute, and for just the briefest second, a horrible, just not even the smell, but the sense of a smell of just like a charnel house hits you.
Oh. You look like you...
I was hoping you'd have him blink. But...
You look like you're remembering something. What's going on?
Kind of the memory of a smell. That, like...
I want to call this episode a memory of a smell.
Like, I'm not actually smelling anything, but I feel like I am, you know? Like...
Sometimes I'll go down memory lane and they say smell is the strongest trigger for memory, so.
That's true. I can't say as I've ever properly experienced charnel house.
That's like a
house of death.
yeah,
Lots of dead people.
Yeah.
So you are, as usual, you don't care if there are people around. So you're in this part of the gallery, and all of a sudden you realize there's just one person with you.
No. I've been clearing out. I want my own space.
It's true.
And I found a way to do that.
There is one person here wearing a very large opera cape and like a conspicuous top hat.
A conspicuous top hat.
Not an inconspicuous.
Just
This
a
is.
special top hat.
Well, so
I will look up and
so
down.
in Paris, the convention is indoors. You remove your hat.
I will.
Matthew, you would know that.
I would, but not care.
Yeah.
I would look him up and down. I'd give him a nod and.
He like all he says is
Wait, I don't recognize this French man, do I?
no.
Okay.
The guy doesn't even look up, and in fact, he says, "Do not come near me," and he just walks away.
I can appreciate that.
Manners to my own heart.
Yeah.
When he leaves, his body odor is terrible,
He's French.
even for the French.
Okay.
I love how you two overlapped that.
Fair enough. But I mean, is this just like long time? I mean, I assume the typical thing is long time since bathing plus perfume that just makes it worse.
No, there's no perfume
But it's a.
It might be
it's a
dead
foul
from that smell.
That's necrotic.
I mean, that's what it smells like.
rotten.
There's something, the smell, you're not a doctor, but people shouldn't smell like that. But it's gone almost immediately.
Medicine.
Okay. All right. Well.
And he kind of shambles when he walks, as if he's either quite old or he was injured.
But not moaning brains.
No, there's no moaning
then,
brains.
yeah.
Very, very well spoken. Even telling you not to come near him.
I will respect his space
Okay.
and my olfactory senses.
After
Where are my friends?
Yeah, after we finish our exchange, I down my champagne and go looking for a.
So make me that history roll again.
I'm off to find some more champagne.
I'd rather push a fine arts roll, but no, it's just 73 this time. I actually have good history, believe it or not, but I have bad rolling.
I understand. As Beddoes, I couldn't roll a damn thing.
Can I make fine arts now?
Sure.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
like do a
Stymied
thing.
every
I
time.
actually want to appreciate the art, and these dice are due, but they're not going to provide. Spend 3 luck. No, I won't.
You know
I
what?
won't.
You don't need to spend the luck.
No.
So you're noticing that much of this stuff is like practice paintings. These are the sketches or the test paintings they would do to see like how this color works with that color.
This is stuff I've actually done.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is done at a very high level. This is like a really good artist practice painting.
Okay, and these are paintings that she owned, not her own, not paintings that she made.
Owned is a weird thing with royalty. I mean, she kind of owned everything and also didn't own anything.
Well, no, but like
It was in her private closet.
Yeah, this one. Yeah,
These were not
These were
made
in
by
her
her.
chamber. No, this was not. As far as you know, Marie Antoinette was not a painter.
I mean,
But according to that movie, she was a dancer.
all you know is what people tell you. So
Get bored enough, you'll try anything.
yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
But it's a good exhibit.
Okay.
You notice that they had been looking at a painting, and your strangely dressed friend definitely pauses at that painting.
Then do I pass by him?
Is that when we caught the
No, it's
turtle?
after you. It's you guys. You've gone off for champagne, and you are listening to Rudy's cavalcade of how people died
And why they died.
and why.
And they deserved it.
I'm trying to like gently edge away from
You're pretty sure the weird thing is you're pretty sure he's making up the why they died, but not the how they died. Like he's getting the how they died right, but then he's just like, and this one drove on the left side of the road. You know, he's just. But then he like is like it's very strange. But you do notice the opera cape and the top hat, and he's like staring at that painting that you guys stared at for a minute.
I'll wait for him to finish staring, and once I will respect his space
Okay.
and not smell him.
He walks around the corner into another gallery.
All right, I'll check it out.
All right, the smell lingers a little, but this painting, let's call it an intelligence roll.
You just want me to make a roll.
I do.
I'm not going to.
Attempt.
I refuse.
You may attempt.
We have tons of coins.
I mean,
4?
if it's an interesting piece,
I think 3.
4.
I mean, personally, what I'd like to do, if I see something where it's like, these are all practice, wait, this is the real deal, then I would have an interest in like taking the time, comparing a little bit, coming back, and I'd want to try and make a fine art roll at advantage, or just push it.
Do it.
Push it.
I love that.
Because I mean, if there's something, I kind of am not interested in what's actually there, although I still want to make up the law.
Oh yeah, you're still,
But I want to figure out how he died for sure. Yeah, I made it.
All right,
Finance.
so yeah, you can see there's often a progression from the sketch, but they're in different wings. So like the stuff that was from Marie Antoinette's place seems like it's mostly the test things. The newer stuff, but then you can find the other version elsewhere in the Louvre, in the French, in the revolutionary section.
Okay. This is fantastic.
And actually more pre-revolutionary.
Do I pass by Top Hat?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he seems to be avoiding people mostly.
If I pass by him, I'm going to audibly say, "Oh God."
Yeah, no, that, and he says, "Do not come near me."
I'm not even near you, sir. You smell bad.
It's so you can taste it. I'm not there, but you can. It's.
He says, "You are very rude."
You are very smelly.
He'll start to just walk away into another gallery.
Who let him in here? Is he allowed in here?
He's
I'm going back and forth between paintings now, back to this.
Yeah, he keeps going, that one you can see over here.
I go and talk to
Yeah, the
manager.
The docent.
I'm gonna Karen it.
Yeah.
Such a Karen.
I'm gonna Karen it, and I'm
You
gonna
go up to the docent.
And there's a man who smells. He smells bad. He smells like death. He smells like a dead man. He has a top hat on, indoors, and even I know you don't do that. So, can you do something about that, please?
What would you like me to do, monsieur?
Get him out of here. He's offensive.
Do you know where he is?
He's in the gallery. I just came from there. He's probably that way.
In the new exhibit?
Do you know who I'm talking about? You couldn't have missed him.
I have not seen anyone in a top hat.
Top hat smells very bad.
I have not seen.
I'll show you, and then I take him.
All right, you take him. You can't find him.
But I use my nose.
No, you don't smell anything. A little whiff. So he essentially, from that painting, he went around a corner, and around the corner you get a little whiff, but after that it's gone.
Now you look crazy.
I do, yes, I smell something a little off.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm going to give you $10. If you see him again, please kick him out.
You do not have to give me money, monsieur.
I know I don't have to. I want to, because you're doing such a great job.
Well, all right. Thank you, monsieur. If I see this gentleman, I will speak with him.
And if you could get his name for me so that I know to avoid him in the future at events. Ask if he's there because he's so offensive.
That I'm a little uncomfortable with, monsieur.
I'm fine with that.
Well, all right.
With you being uncomfortable, please get
No, yes, I understood. Yes.
Okay.
But I will speak to him if I see him again.
Thank you.
Of course. Did you enjoy the exhibit?
Oh, immensely. There's one piercing sketch that really caught my friend's eye. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure I know the one, and he'll go to that sketch and he'll say, "This visage is."
I'm there, right?
Yeah. This visage is so lifelike.
Yes.
You cannot help but be struck by this face and how it radiates out from the painting.
It almost makes you go a little mad.
No.
With how realistic it is, like it's following you.
That is a common. It is so there is a perspective trick that the artist would use to create.
I've heard that word before.
He was hung to death. His crime was spiking the church water.
The church water?
Yes, the baptism.
The baptism
Monsieur,
water.
you know who this is? We are very interested to know who this gentleman is.
Rudy, are you saying that
37 on persuade.
he was getting newborns
Okay.
drunk? Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? He was getting newborns drunk?
Oh,
So-
skunk
Skunk drunk babies?
Yes.
One time.
Little known. I mean,
There
this
was
is
a
what I've
band
heard, of course, but yes.
Skunk drunk babies.
And
so
I
yeah,
make
you-
up a name.
Yeah, you convinced this guy that this is the. Do you want to use the name Count Fenelick, or do you want to make up a weird name that's French?
I mean, what I even.
Gerard Depardieu.
I would not, unless I actually.
Gerard
thought-
Depardieu.
Unless I thought he was actually. Should I make a roll to see if he's Count Fenelick? Because.
No, you would not. That is not something you would.
Then I would not. I would not use. Just because I'm
I
uncomfortable.
don't look. I don't want to give him the wrong name. I just want to give him a fake name.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to use that name if I don't think it's appropriate, because that's that was like I was actually uncomfortable being like, here's the name of this piece.
Right.
Like, oh, someone's gonna come and kill us now.
So yeah, you
Yeah,
tell him it is the
pretty
Marquis de the Marquis de Uselessness or something, and he's like, oh, and he like makes a note, and he's like, wait, I will make sure that our curator knows of this. Thank you very much. How do you know so much? This is wonderful.
He's a learned man. He's
Studied a great deal of history
very
and art.
studied.
Oh, well, perhaps you should give me the tour. I noticed that you were finding the final version of the sketches.
Yes. I was very interested in seeing his creative process, how he achieved the final.
Yeah, this guy, that in the persuade roll, this guy's all in. He's just let me show you a few others and see if you know anything about these. And he's like taking you to like every portrait that like is a mysterious woman carrying milk jug or something, you know, like.
I'll do like off on like, this could be, I can't help you, but then I see one and it's like,
Death by rats.
oh, this was.
This one was eaten alive by rats.
Nibbled to death by ducks.
This one was ducked.
Yes. Accused of
long as it
using
wasn't
the
a
evil
goose.
eye.
Wait, the evil eye killed him?
No, she.
Oh, he was using
Used
the
it,
evil eye,
Yes.
and thus he was
And
killed.
thus, yes.
Ducks.
Ah, I see.
Ezra, do we have any?
Unless I actually make a history roll on something. I mean, I might actually
Yeah,
say
you
something
might.
true,
You
because you got to blend it in there.
Right.
You know?
gotta weave your
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Gotta use the blending tool.
The best lies are built out of truth.
Do we have any iconography or symbolism from the skinless cult?
Ooh. No, but as you're walking around the Louvre, there is a painting of a flayed man from early Ottoman.
So that was me and Erna who saw that.
Yes,
I believe.
at the library.
At the
Yes.
library?
Yes.
You weren't in a library.
Oh no, it was Charlie and Erna.
You saw that.
Yeah, it was Charlie and
Okay.
Erna. And this is
We were smart enough not to go to the library.
Correct.
it's almost like that Da Vinci painting of the Vitruvian Man,
Yeah.
but it's a flayed Vitruvian Man. So you can't see the musculature and all that stuff. You just see the skin, like the bloody layer removed.
So if I see that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring you over and be like, doesn't this?
Yeah, Charlie's been wandering after, like, trying to casually follow the guy in the opera cloak because, like, he smells horrible, but also I'm intrigued because he smells like death and
So he disappeared.
just gone.
Yeah, when he went around that corner,
Stay away
that was the
from
last you saw of him.
Big man just disappeared.
He's probably spider crawling on the ceiling.
I will, like, glance up at the ceiling just out of reflex.
Makes hissing sounds.
me. Or it's like Men in Black. He's splattered up there with
Oh,
like
yeah.
goop.
100%.
It's
But-
David Cross. That was David Cross in that film. David Cross was splattered to.
We're back to movie talk.
Okay.
I'm done.
Sorry,
Are you,
I have not seen many movies, so movie talk always leaves me out. So I
did it. It was.
I'll explain every single
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
that I bring up.
That makes it better.
In the after show?
Every plot of every film I reference,
Oh God, no, please no.
I will hold you here.
So then he finds the sled.
So yes, I was stymied in trying to find the man in the opera cloak. So I'm sort of wandering until you come and find me.
But the sled was the only thing that would make him happy in the end.
Rosebud. Look,
Spoiler!
everyone knows that one. It's that in Sixth Sense. Everyone knows that one.
The Sixth Sense is love.
Even though I haven't seen either of those, I know the
that's good.
reference.
So yeah, I'll bring you over and be like,
I thought the Sixth
Not
Sense
to-
was that thing where you can taste smells. You know, like perfume, kinda?
That's
That's
just
just
synesthesia. So,
No, that's smelling 7.
or hearing color.
I'm gonna bring you over and say, not to
Does this look like the guy you saw
trigger,
alive?
not to trigger anything, but I just thought this might be germane to our quest in a way.
All right.
Does this have any meaning to you?
It's a flayed man who is almost standing like I said, the Vitruvian man, just kind of looking straight ahead.
Does it bear any resemblance to the flayed man that we saw at the library?
You know, if you rip off the skin,
Everyone looks the same.
yeah.
Also, bears. If you skin a bear, it looks like a man.
True.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Weren't there symbols that
channel.
were left of on the skin man?
Yes, you don't. Well, actually, make me a spot hidden roll.
Was that inverted message or like message carved out?
22 is a hard success.
Okay.
Did they leave the skin on for the message, or was the skin off the message?
Oh, great question.
I think it was that it was flayed everything except the message.
Because
Like, that
that's-
was left
Yeah, I
on.
think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
that
it was
takes-
carved out. But
It
let me
takes
just
some work.
Yeah.
double
You
check
have to
here.
love your job to be able to do that.
I was drinking water, man. Come
That
on.
is, you know, commitment to the craft.
Don't drink water when we're playing Call of Cthulhu.
Don't drink milk.
That's how you become a deep one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it was it was basically superimposed skin, and it said the skinless one will not be denied.
Okay. Is there anything like that on this Vitruvian man flay
So you
with a hard
get
success?
way too in on this pic. You're like leaning in, looking at like folds in the not skin and stuff, and it's impossible to tell. There are 87 things in this painting that could be some weird arcane symbol. Nothing that looks from, what you remember of seeing that thing. But you notice that the painting is called the Skinless One.
Do I get advantage on recognizing things wearing other people's skin? Or other things' skin?
Why?
What?
Yeah, what would bring that up?
Nothing. Never mind.
Who's the artist?
Secrets.
The artist is unknown.
Yeah, all of these are unknown, right? That's.
I don't think
Many
all
of them.
are.
No, not everything in the
Oh,
movie. They really mailed it in.
Is there any?
Mona Lisa, artist unknown. Who can say?
Who cares?
Well, in this exhibit.
I scanned the paintings for rabbits and cats.
I always look for the cats.
That's
in paintings.
always. Well, the rabbits.
Have you played Pentiment?
No.
Oh, Pentiment is a video game, but you're a character in the 15th century in France, and the art looks like an illuminated
never told me about
book
this one.
from the 15th century. Oh, it's fantastic. It's like a 15th century murder mystery. It's really good.
Have you ever played Pikmin?
I have.
different-
I was really bad at that game. Really bad at it.
Is there anyone suspicious looking at this painting or around this painting?
Besides,
Right here.
besides me.
Yeah. No, once Opera Cape guy leaves, there's nobody suspicious here. It's a bunch of drunk intellectuals.
Yeah, well, it's obvious how this guy died. He was drowned.
Yeah, dry.
Well, if we're all quite done here, I'm going to find the hottest person here and invite them to my room. So,
Have fun.
okay.
Somewhere Martine.
Wake up at a reasonable time
Oh, I'm going to
tomorrow.
bring Martine too.
You're gonna have a whole harem by the time we leave Paris.
It's Paris. What else?
Have we heard anything back about my completely legitimate request to... Okay. I feel like
I'm waiting for
it's
you
been
to get
2
this
days.
thing.
I almost may have well have waited.
You haven't heard anything back yet.
Interesting.
So you're heading back to the hotel.
Yes.
You're gonna be part of the party train?
Are you off on a party train again?
I mean, I honestly, it's just like, what time is it?
Oh, it's early. It's like, 10.
Oh yeah, party train, 100%.
I will stare daggers at Charlie and just like.
Rudy, come on, come out with us. Just once. Never come out.
What did you get done today?
Martine?
I didn't ask who. I asked what.
Rudy, we do kind of have two choices. Either he comes back at 5:30 in the morning with my assistance, or we have to go and find him in a police station somewhere.
No, they'll
Or an
come and
opium
notify
den.
us.
Oh,
And he will not have any trouble getting out of a police station.
I'll come home by midnight, Mom and Dad. Okay?
Don't call me
Don't
Mom.
be patronizing and
That's
lie at
Mom.
the same time.
Your dad.
Don't be patronizing.
I got it. It was a good joke.
Don't be patronizing.
And lie at the same time.
Love it.
Like that combination. It's okay. You don't like going over records. Don't like researching books.
Why are we friends?
You have fun. Thank you for the $10,000.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And I will.
Rudy just remembered.
No, it's like legitimately.
You bought my loyalty.
That is helpful.
Next time you want $10,000, though, it will come attached with you coming out with us.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
For now, we have shit to get up tomorrow.
I'm gonna stop out for a drink, but I will be back by 11. Fair enough?
I'll be back by 11 too.
Now, again, don't lie.
There are some reasons why I do need to get some things done as well, so it's fine.
Well, and in fairness, you are not gonna have a hard time pulling someone in the next hour.
I mean, there's somebody here at this party right now. I have an eye on someone.
There's
Actually, there's two.
there's men and women.
I'm just seeing the guy in the top hat, and I'm like, "Argh."
Not Top Hat guy.
Not
Top Hat guy's gone, thank God.
I am almost terrified, but I almost want tips.
I'd be happy to.
Some other night, but we'll keep that in mind.
Why don't you just witness and do your reporting thing and pick up on cues?
Go on.
So,
You easily
Hit
find
on-
someone is very happy to take advantage of your money.
Slinky dress.
Yeah.
Tight
This time
shirt.
it's a young, probably a model.
Oh, yeah.
She is dangerously skinny. Has a bob haircut
Mm-hmm.
and I find your accent enchanting.
I find your accent confusing, but I kind of like it. I like being confused sometimes.
I have never slept with an American before. Is it true what they say?
Yes.
Well, let me find out. And she'll go back. Yeah, she's happy. Oh, the Savoy.
Do you know Martine?
Who?
You're going to meet him. We swing by the restaurant.
You go by the.
He's picking up his last paycheck.
We are setting up for a why choose romance.
You go to the restaurant, and the hostess says, "Oh, it's you."
We.
Uh,
This is Charlotte.
And Charlie actually jumps.
Oh, sorry.
so,
Dane, sorry.
Sorry.
well, I suppose now we know where Martine is not.
Martine's not here.
No. He has not come back to work after he finds his rich American boy toy.
Oh, maybe he's back at the... I turn to the model, and I'm like, maybe he's back at the room. Let's go.
Oh, I hope he wasn't eaten by Opera Man.
Good reference.
What?
Adam Sandler did a character
Opera Man.
Opera Man back in the 90s.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was not making a reference.
accidental references are fun.
Yeah, those are fun.
If you see Martine, would you ask him to return to his place of employment?
I
At
don't
least
speak French.
for now.
I don't speak French, so no. But maybe my companion here will be able to.
I mainly speak Russian.
Oh, you're Russian! Wow. Very cool.
It is.
Let's go.
All right, yeah, she will.
We're only drinking champagne, though, no vodka. I'm sorry.
What do you mean we?
Oh, well, I mean, that's what I'm going to be ordering, so I'm kind of on a champagne thing while I'm here.
You should be on a vodka thing.
I've been on a vodka
I will teach you.
Teach me, please.
So you go back to the hotel. And
There's a smelly man there.
no,
Is Martine there?
no.
Oh, come on, Ezra.
Interesting.
I don't make the rules.
Yeah, you do.
So you get back early, and you knock on Erna's door,
Yeah.
and she goes, "I'm not talking to you."
Oh, she got to that part.
I mean, which that part? And I'm trying to do math in my head. Like, do I save her present? Like, is now
It's now the time to mend fences.
or like?
You know, it's the empathy of Rudy that I have. His emotional IQ.
The fact that she spoke to me means that she hasn't gotten to the really bad parts.
Yeah.
Where you put the fez on her father.
No,
No,
you put the that's right. Smith did, yeah.
Hey, let's not be casting dispersions here.
I murdered the man.
Well, yeah.
That was the catalyst
Yeah.
for. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But she'll never look at Professor Smith the same way either.
She's never gonna
But yes, all she says to you is, "I'm not talking to you." By the way,
Okay.
let's be clear. Anything I'm doing here, Pooja can undo
Yes,
next
of
time.
course.
So-
Absolutely.
I mean, we're assuming also like at the shock of just reading at the shock of just reading a particular part of that. I mean, that's not a
Yeah, I mean, there are several reasons she might not be speaking to you.
yeah.
There might be several reasons in a row that she might not be speaking.
Yeah, but I mean the fact that I got a like, because if it was like you know
Drove her father to drink.
who is it, and then like my name, and then response, it's like not speaking. It's like oh, you just spoke to me. I'm still in the clear.
Like,
see that
she
as
knows
a
it's
good
you.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
feel like technicality? You're speaking to me.
I'm not touching you.
Technically correct is the best kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
correct
it is.
after all.
Yeah, I will. I know this isn't what you want to hear. You don't have to respond, but I will be here if you need to talk. That journal doesn't get any better. And yeah, that's that response means she hasn't gotten to the bad part yet.
Sound of German disdain. Subtitle there.
And there is a word for that.
Yeah.
There is, in German.
Flaggenschmerz.
Yeah, when I hear retching into a wastebasket, then I know
Where
got
is
the
that?
juicy part.
Juicy.
No.
Trademark Pooja. So,
Trademark Thirsty Sword Lesbian.
well, yeah. But didn't she started that, didn't she?
I think we all started.
Was
with
it? Yeah. So,
She put out the telepathic memo.
yeah, that's right.
That's
She
true.
started. Yeah. So, you you get back, and Rudy's door is closed. Your door, all your doors are closed, and you see light under Erna's door. No light under Rudy's door.
Just assume he's asleep.
Or dead, you don't know.
Well, I guess we're not getting any cocaine tonight, but I think we can.
I have some.
Oh, wonderful.
She turns a ring to the
Yeah.
side.
Y'all have fun.
You don't want?
Not my thing.
Out of character, that's hardly any cocaine.
That's a microdose.
Amateur. And she says, "You two, which one is your room?"
Let me show you.
Well, very well.
He's gonna go.
I will.
do his thing.
I will freshen up.
Okay, wonderful.
All right. She goes into your room, And you hear a scream about 30 seconds later.
Oh, no!
I go running in that direction.
Do I wake up?
Your decision.
Yeah, I can wake
All
up.
right, you hear a scream.
All right. Toss on a robe and...
Yeah. So you two get there first. She went into the bathroom.
Oh, no. Is Martine
and-
flayed alive?
In the bathtub is not Martine, but his skin is hung from the top of your shower rod like a towel. His face, boneless, leering out. And Charlotte, surely her real name, very Russian, is like on the floor, like crawling away from whatever that horrible puddle of pink stuff is on the ground, and like not looking at the horror in front of her. Both of you make me sanity rolls.
Reasonable.
Nice! Nice!
97.
Oh
Were you
yeah.
attached to him?
Oh
Was
yeah.
there stronger?
You immediately start simultaneously sobbing. You fumbled, right? Okay.
Hey, well, 97.
No, that's a fumble.
that's a fumble.
That's a fumble. You immediately start sobbing and vomiting at the same time. All over the room. You're just like uncontrollable. Like, you know, you're trying to like wipe your eyes and then you're trying to like stop the flow, and it's a bad scene. And Charlotte is like, has this like terrified look, like, I want to run from this place, but these people are standing in the door. And so she's kind of just transfixed and terrified. You're surprisingly fine. So you lose 2 sanity. You lose 1 sanity.
Okay.
You made it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But you are essentially kind of useless right now. You're just, you know, like,
Blubbering.
but the weird thing is you're like, I guess I liked Martine.
You know, I knew I liked Martine.
Being able to keep my head in a horrible situation, I want to like reach down and scoop up my arm under Charlotte's arm just to like help her up and get her out of this room.
Yeah, make me a strength roll with advantage. She doesn't weigh much.
Gladys with advantage. My strength's 40. Charlie's not a strong lad. Yeah, it's a 63.
Okay, so you're pulling her up, and she's kind of dead weight because she's just like, and it like.
Oh, she's flat catting it.
She actually flinches when you touch her, and she looks quickly, and then she'll slowly start to get up. You come in, and you see the horror in front of you. Make a sand roll.
Miss Charlotte, I'm here to help you. Let's get out of this room.
11.
You are surprisingly okay with this.
I'm actually...
Wait, that's a hard success, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, yeah, you don't lose any sanity.
That-
Holy
well-
Christmas.
Honestly,
After what
stuff
he's saying.
without its skin, I'm interested in this.
It's interest.
Yeah, like, so Charlotte,
this is the skin.
You're
This
starting to
isn't
get
stuff
through
without
Charlotte.
This
This is the skin.
This
yeah.
is the skin.
This is the skin.
But you said
Well, it's a
things
skin.
without its skin is interesting.
Yeah.
Well, somewhere there's a thing without its skin.
Yeah.
But like you start to get through to her, and then he comes in and he goes, "Huh, interesting," and she's just like, "Ah!"
Oh, that shouldn't bother her. What should bother her is when I get like a glass jar and scoop up some of the pink
"Oh,
stuff.
that totally." At that point, she will shoulder you all aside and run out of there.
That's reasonable.
That's reasonable.
And so you are standing in this bathroom with this horror in front of you, and you've just scooped up a glass of viscera.
Do either of you have any...
Are you thirsty?
Charlie, I'll like pull the glass away.
Don't contaminate my sample.
No, I'm trying not to show. Like this is getting a reaction. This isn't contaminated. I mean, it's been on the floor of a bathroom, so.
Reggie's bathroom.
Rudolph, what you
Hey now.
You don't have any chemistry.
God, no. I'm a writer.
Get this to the lab.
I mean, all that goes through my mind, you know, if Klaus was here. But
C'est la vie.
I'll put it on a thing off to the side, and I'll start having a look at this, see if there's
Okay.
anything familiar.
I'm gonna focus in on Reggie and try to get him to like.
I just grab onto you.
all right,
and I'm
all
just
right,
like,
honey. All right.
I'm like hanging, like.
breathe.
You notice
Inhale deeply.
a very like in the little ensuite, a very uncomfortable hotel officer sort of, and he sees you and he goes, hello?
Give us like 5 minutes, please.
Closing the
Please?
bathroom door.
Please.
The woman ran from this room screaming?
Sir, I really need you to give us 5 minutes.
I run to him and I take him by the collar and I say, call the police right now. There's been a murder.
Monsieur, very well. He goes to the
collapse.
phone by your bed.
I collapse.
And he like starts speaking in rapid fire French and he says, no one must leave this room.
And there we go.
I am the hotel detective. The police will be here dans un instant.
Do they still have hotel detectives?
I don't think
Is that
so.
still a
Not
thing?
anymore.
I don't know.
Do I
such a cool
see
thing.
any obvious
Cool job to have.
sign?
Hotel Dick.
Like, so the first thing, is there anywhere where the body could have been pulled out? Does this look natural or unnatural?
Oh, I mean, how would you judge that?
Holes.
Holes, man, holes.
okay.
Are there any openings in the?
Yes,
This is a completely
it looks
intact.
like
Rips,
It
tears,
looks like one
cuts.
side, his left side, was cut open by something incredibly sharp, just all the way down.
Perfectly
Almost like one of those old,
clean,
yeah,
all the way.
surgical.
Like any points where it looks like it stopped and had to move, or just like does it almost?
No, it
look
looks like
it's
in
all
one cut.
Ooh.
You know, in many ways, I blame myself for bringing up the skinless one earlier and giving Ezra this idea.
Oh, you didn't give him any ideas.
I don't have any ideas. So the guy,
You were what? You were going to sleep with someone. He was going to skin them. That's just how this game goes.
So Reggie's Buffalo
It's in the
Bill.
book. It's in the book.
So Reggie's Buffalo Bill. Or
No.
yeah. Look, I don't want to put hang-ups on sex like that, man.
Don't yuck my yum.
I'm not. This is Ezra. This is classic Ezra. This is Ezra
Classic
101.
It was look. You didn't have sex with the girl in the bathtub.
Well, yeah,
Brought her to an alien world that she had no frame of reference.
but you didn't flay her.
No, that's true. She killed herself.
Yeah.
Because you brought her to an alien world that.
That was being eaten by things coming out of the fabric of.
All right, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's move it
Let's
on.
focus in on the game we're actually playing right
So,
now.
Thomas's vein is pumping.
So the detective is like, who has been murdered?
In here.
His name was Monty.
You say it here.
Yeah, I'm in the bathroom.
All right. He opens the door, and you're like, you're like Quincying it here, and
I'm waving him over. Like,
yeah, he
look,
says, no, step away from there, monsieur.
Look, no, look.
No, I'm not going to look at that.
Aren't you a detective?
That is awful.
Yeah, aren't you a detective?
The police are on their way. I'm a hotel detective.
So you don't solve hotel murders?
We don't have hotel murders.
What's this?
This is the Savoy.
Oh,
What is this?
bullshit! There are murders in the Savoy.
I stand back and I'm just like,
I don't know what that is. It is a human towel.
no, it's a human skin. You don't use a
Stop
human
talking.
skin
Stop.
as a towel. Why
Stop
would
talking.
you go there?
Stop. No more. Silence. The police are on their way. I need to not be looking at that. You come with me, monsieur.
So we're not entirely sure what happened. We just got
By the way,
back.
he failed his sanity roll.
I'm glad.
No.
I'm not at all shocked. We just got back in. We have.
Who is this?
I believe his name is Martine.
How can you
Martine.
tell? I kind of like pull
Because
the
his
face a
face
little
is
bit.
right there,
touching that.
Rudolph.
Sweet
Monsieur,
boy. He's
I must
so-
ask you to remove
We're
yourself.
trying to figure out who it is.
It's Martine.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Look at his face.
How can you tell?
I can tell.
God, it's bad.
It's Martine.
I feel like I need to like do something behind the
No,
like, to push
no,
the
no,
face
no.
or something to make it.
Don't
please.
touch him.
No
That's a
puppetry.
blade.
If you reach for it, I'll grab your wrist and be like, Rudolph, if you don't listen to me now, let these men do their business.
Gentlemen, this is a terrible
Did
situation.
he just?
Look at the floor.
Gentlemen,
Ah!
why am I the only one here who has a sense of anything.
You passed your sanity roll.
And I was already insane.
Well, you're not wrong.
He lost it years ago.
Why don't we all take a deep breath? What's done is done, and we can only find out how it all happened, right?
Well,
Reggie,
an incredibly
make
clean
me a
cut
power
along the
roll.
side.
Rudolph,
pow,
I swear
roll.
to God, I will drown you in the toilet if you don't cut this out.
There will be no drowning.
There will be in about 5 seconds.
Okay, a voice in your head
What?
says, your price has been paid.
Oh, shut up, Ezra. You big jerk.
But only you hear that.
I go instantly silent.
Reggie? Are you conscious? All right, that's a start.
The detective is trying to usher you all out back into the ensuite. And he's like, we must not disturb anything here. So you came to this room and found this way?
Yes.
We need to know why this happened in his room.
You could end that sentence at why this happened.
Well,
He is correct.
why it happened, but why it happened around us is very concerning for us.
Where is the rest of this body?
We have not. We saw that.
Look around the room. Maybe you'll find it.
The lady who went running out was coming in here to freshen up, and
Who was that woman?
someone that we met at the Louvre.
Well, we have seen when you entered the hotel, so I have no, you have not done this horrible thing, I am sure of that.
God, no.
Is there anyone else in your group who might have heard something, or...
I mean,
Irma.
Erna was here the whole time, but she's been reading, and you know how scholars get when they.
I do not.
They don't hear anything. I very much doubt she heard anything.
I stand up and I walk to Erna's door.
All right.
And I go to try and open it.
It opens.
And I walk in and I said, Erna, have you heard anything? Erna, it's very important. Have you heard anything?
I have read much, but no, I have heard nothing.
I turn back around and I say nothing.
Are you okay, Reggie?
No.
Oh. But then she, as she says it, she kind of just, leans back into the book. Please close the door.
I close the door.
All right.
That was how Germans show love.
They stop reading and they ask if anything's the matter. And then they go back to what they're doing. Yeah.
So no, we don't know where the rest of this person's remains are.
Do you know his name?
Martin.
Martin. He worked at this place.
Respectfully,
We
that
had
is...
an evening together.
That is...
magical.
Martin is...
We
Could find out his last name from his place of work.
exactly.
where is he employed? You give him the name of the... Yeah, okay. So he'll get a lot of the facts. About 5 minutes, 3 policemen, come running in, and he takes them into the bathroom. He comes back. They're still in there. You think you hear some vomiting.
I'll stand at the door when that happens.
The door of the bathroom?
Door of the bathroom.
All right, so one of the policemen just falls down just drops to his knees and, mon Dieu, and just at the horror in front of him. The other 2 are
Shaken.
sort of not great. One of them pulls out a pin or something and just starts looking in the body and starting to see if they can find anything or
Very
anything like that. The hotel says, we do have another suite of rooms that we will move you to.
That would be excellent. Yes,
My room's
please.
fine.
We are going to move
Yes,
to the
I
new
see.
ensuite that they are offering us.
Yes, it is best. We do apologize. I will be checking the guest records. For anyone to use the elevator, the lift to come up here, would need to have registered at the front desk. So, we will check that. Was there anything unusual or out of place when you came here?
Just him.
Not that we noticed until we came in here.
Is there anyone that has a problem with you? I do not know the better way to say that in English.
The smelly man.
Well, he didn't really have a problem with us. He just had a problem with anyone coming near him.
I had a
Who
problem.
is this smelly man?
There's someone who smelled like death who was at the Louvre.
This was quite a night at the Louvre, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, new exhibit and everything.
Very eventful.
I mean, you don't think Arthur Butters could have gotten here?
I really don't.
He's had it in for you.
I mean, everyone I know
I know that wants to kill me is dead.
isn't around anymore.
He says,
They
looking on
took
his
the train.
with a little smile.
Little. Cheshire.
Yeah, where Butters is concerned, that's a great big grin.
Butter eating grin.
I will have the bellboys bring your things to the room. Perhaps we can retire to a salon downstairs, and I will have a dinner brought to you, and we can perhaps have an after-dinner drink, and the police would very much like to speak with each of you.
May I make a phone call?
But of course, monsieur. And again, I wish to apologize on behalf of the hotel and assure you that I have made sure that the police know that you are not involved in this in any way.
I very much appreciate it. Charlie's gonna go and start checking, like, casually go while like packing up his stuff. He barely unpacked. Check the windows to see if anything's unlatched to indicate that if someone came in by some way other than the door.
All right, make me a spot hidden roll.
Sure.
Yeah, they let you make a phone call.
Oh yeah, that's a critical success.
Okay. There is a balcony window open, but you can't remember if it was closed when you left.
Mm-hmm. I'll, like... Is there anything that leads up to the balcony, or is it just...
No, it's just a balcony outside with a lovely view down the Champs-Élysées.
I'm sure that's amazing.
But we've established that Opera Man has spider climbing powers.
Absolutely. I will, like, open it and, like, sit on the sill and, like, lean out, looking, like, holding on to the edge of the window and, like, look out to see if I see anything odd.
Make me a dodge roll.
Fuck.
Keep your skin. You need it.
I do need that. Oh, God, what is... does anyone mind if I do a reroll?
Please do.
I'm adamantly against it. You should push that roll instead.
I don't push dodge
Nick will
rolls.
never second.
I will.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Especially if someone's rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Because that increases the chances of fumbles.
Okay. 21 out of 32 is a success.
All right, everything's fine.
Strong breeze.
Did I feel myself slip for a second?
No, you just... Everything's fine.
That's weird for a success, Ezra.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's great. Everything's fine. Nothing
It
happened.
means I didn't get yeeted down 4 floors.
Okay.
You would have bounced off stuff along the way. Sure, that would have
Hit
slowed things
that
down.
awning.
Very Homer Simpson.
Very classic, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sort of like looking around, all investigative journalist senses, tingling, trying to find things.
What? Where? When? Why? How?
Make me a spot hidden roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
With a penalty die. None of
This
that's
is what
D&D.
drives you to become Batman.
Oh, that is a 97.
97?
Yeah.
20s Batman
Oh.
by Gaslight?
I was about to say, we got to get you the
I feel
gas-powered
like that
grappling
exists.
gun.
I feel like DC's done that run.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm into it.
So you're like looking around, and you're like looking down, looking there, and then you hear a sound, like a drip. And you look up, and a little blood drop just goes boop. And there is
booped you.
there's blood on your face now.
Little blood boop.
Gonna carefully lean to the side and then look up, really not wanting to, but...
You see a skinless human being hung upside down from the roof of the hotel. You rolled a 97, right?
I did.
Okay. You
Yeah, don't do that.
you notice before you can look away, as like the drop, like in slow motion, come towards you, you notice that most of the body is dry. There is not much blood there.
It's been there.
And so you look down and there's almost no blood pooled on the floor.
Huh.
But there's definitely a body up there. Sanity roll with a penalty die.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even Charlie might not get out of this one.
I do. 74 to 75.
All right.
Right.
You lose one sanity.
Hey, if you're gonna be good at something, be good at it.
Yeah, be good at sanity. That is a good thing to be
Sanity's
good
a
at.
good one. I'm also quite good at luck for now.
And yeah, you have found the body.
Yeah,
Probably.
Probably. I do manage to keep myself from screaming.
Yes, there's not. Yeah.
Just like long, slow exhale. Maybe my hand loosens on the window frame for a second before I lean back in and blood drop on my face. Gentlemen, I think I found the rest.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So you have a very high sanity,
Yep.
and we've said that's because, like, in the past you've seen some grisly things in your investigation. Does this bring to mind any particular investigation?
Ooh.
This brings to mind the aftermath of a tarring and feathering that Charlie saw.
Yeah. That's rough. Yeah.
That's
makes
the
a
real
lot of
stuff.
sense.
Yeah, tarring and featherings are horrible.
Yeah.
Like we play them off as like a joke.
Well, because
It was
in
hot-
Looney Tunes, they were all over Looney Tunes.
Sure, but it was hot tar. Like very frequently, you'd get third-degree burns all over the body, and Charlie saw the aftermath of something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, he leans back in and is like, "Gentlemen, I think I found the rest."
Yeah, the police. The one of the gendarmes will
And I'll just
come out and look up and oh no.
Get the ladder.
No, he goes to the detective and he says something in French, and they both go out. And you see that now the hotel, there's like policemen at the front of the door. They're turning people away.
I'm gonna go wash my face.
Yeah.
Probably like still scrubbing until his face is in.
Don't use his bathroom.
No, there's another bathroom surely. But
yeah.
scrub until my face
so
is as red as my hair.
The hotel detective will come back and he says, please, the salon.
Yes, please.
Your friend will not leave her room.
She's somewhat. She's a scholar, and when she's following the lead of something, so
Just focused.
she's very focused. It's hard to. It's hard. You would need crowbar or dynamite or both.
We have neither at the Savoy.
Then probably best to leave her be for the moment.
Crowbar made of dynamite.
Dynabar.
Don't say that too loud. Emma will find you.
As long as she's in her room.
Somewhere in me's like, I never thought of that.
As long as she's in her room, I'd like to keep my room. She's my niece.
Very, very well, monsieur. But please, this room, pointing to Reggie's room, will be locked.
Yes.
And do not enter.
I make my phone call.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dial my father. Mm-hmm. As soon as he picks up, I'm not gonna say anything when he picks up.
Okay. Twice, Reginald.
Was it you?
Was what me?
Did you do this?
Did I do what? What am I being accused of by my son?
If I find out it was you, Father. If I find out
What?
it was you.
What will you do?
I hang up.
All right. You feel like you've confused your father you've like won against him for the first time.
For the first time ever, I imagine.
Yep, no sense of satisfaction in the situation.
Yikes.
Maybe a little.
Dane got a little thrill.
Yeah.
Dane got a little thrill.
So down in the salon, they keep you down there for a while. They bring you meals and drinks and that sort of thing. And after about an hour, a detective comes in and he speaks very good English. And he says, I'm terribly sorry that you all had to experience this. And you give him, do you tell him the whole story?
Which whole story?
Well, about Martine, where you met Martine.
I tell him where I met him.
Where he works. That's
where
right.
he works. That we got along and that we liked each other. That we didn't speak the same language. That we
Parted ways at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, no. Well, we went to the Moulin Rouge.
Because that was when
We had
Martine left.
absinthe. We went back to my room. We reconnoitered, and then 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
And who was the woman?
Another person in the.
I believe her name was Charlotte. She was some sort of a model. We don't know much about her besides that. It was someone that we met at the Louvre today.
And she had nothing to do with this, I assume.
None that I know of.
I mean, she was not. Obviously, she didn't.
She was the one that discovered.
This was the first you'd met her.
Correct.
I'm putting that delicately for all involved.
Correct.
Very well. Do you have any idea who might have? Has this sort of thing happened before?
Slow turn towards Charlie.
Charlie keeps as straight of a face as he possibly can.
Not to me, no.
Do you have any idea why this would happen to you? Do you feel targeted by this? Was this done specifically to you? Is there some reason for that?
If there is, I don't know what it is exactly, but I do feel somehow guilty from it.
Well, I'm very sorry, and again, I wish to emphasize that we do not consider you suspects. We consider you victims.
Thank you.
I apologize for asking an uncomfortable question, but
It's an uncomfortable situation.
yes. You had not met this man before yesterday.
We met at the restaurant, as I said.
Yes. Did he give you any indication of being in any trouble? Did he have any enemies that you know of?
We had a lovely time.
They didn't speak the same language. Communication was not always.
He left cheerful
He left smiling.
and fully planning on seeing each other again.
I see. Along with the young lady.
The lady was separate.
I see. Well, this is...
It's a conundrum.
Yes. The best that I can tell you is that we will begin an investigation. I appreciate your continued assistance. I don't know that there is much more that we can be learned. I did have a question. How it's French Columbo.
Right.
Just one more. And just one more thing.
No, I have just one more question. I tried to speak to the young lady upstairs. I understand that she is a scholar, and that apparently she's fairly single-minded. I knocked on the door, and all she said was, "The Frenchman always wins."
I look at Rudolph at that one.
Well, her player is in a play tonight.
She's saying a lot of weird things.
She may take it back.
This is like the most
some
I've
point.
ever played a PC. This is weird.
It's rough, isn't it?
Yeah, we're all looking at Rudy.
No.
Spotlight.
I imagine that
Well,
that
he
has
does.
something to do with whatever shit it is.
He does. Is that what you say?
Yeah.
I imagine it has something to do with whatever she's studying at the moment. When she surfaces, I suspect that she'll tell us all about it, but right now, she's very single-mindedly devoted.
From that statement, though, can I guesstimate where she is in the journal?
That's Istanbul.
Yeah, not Constantinople.
That's good.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Everyone's thinking it.
Yeah, it's hard.
People just liked it better that way.
Yeah.
Nobody's business but the Turks.
Forgive me. It does seem curious to me that someone is so engrossed in something they're reading that they don't hear a man being flayed.
Well, two things. First of all, have you met academics?
She can be very single-minded.
They tend to be very single-minded about their thing, up to and including not noticing something happening right next to them.
Well, she is a special case.
And,
What
and
evidence-
secondly, it is entirely possible that the gentleman might have been drugged. It's very possible that he didn't scream. Did anyone else in the area hear a scream?
Well, the heavier, the easier thing to move would have been the skin, and the body was outside. So...
Did we see any blood in the...
No,
brain?
There was
So-
weird viscera on the ground.
Yeah, because I didn't see much in the way of blood outside.
And
So,
do you
all
have any
evidence...
idea why there was a cup of bodily fluid?
I was collecting it.
I beg your pardon.
It's evidence. He was throwing up everywhere. I didn't want evidence to get contaminated. Do you have
It's true.
people
I
who...
was.
That is terrifying.
Do you have people who know how to do their job? Do you have people who know how to handle chemistry and find out what that is?
We are a modern police, monsieur, I assure you.
Then you're welcome.
Such a dick. Such an asshole.
Rudolph, maybe let me talk.
I don't know how to respond to that, monsieur.
But the fact remains, the body was outside.
Yes.
The skin was likely brought inside, so whatever happened was outside.
Possibly on the roof because it was.
Why
suspended from the roof.
Why are you so interested in collecting the fluids?
Because I want to know why there was the skin of a man hanging from the shower curtain.
I'm like choking back tears as you guys keep talking
Right.
about all this stuff.
It is a mystery, of course.
A deeply concerning one.
Can I go?
I believe the hotel is still preparing your rooms. I apologize.
Can I leave from here?
I would request that you don't, monsieur. I still need to. I need to get more information. And he's gonna go through the perfunctory stuff of getting your names, your addresses.
That makes
that
me
sort
feel
of thing.
better.
Yeah, and Charlie's gonna sit next to Reg and just put a hand on his back between his shoulder blades, just is trying to be a steadying force.
He also, he said, a policeman will come in and say something to him, and he says, "We have found this man's Mr. Mateen. We have found his place of residence, and we are currently we have some men that are going to search it and see if they find anything. We presume we won't find anything."
Where does he live?
He lives in a small town, Poissy, close to here. He would ride the train in every day to work.
I'm sure he loved trains. I don't know,
That man,
but I bet he did.
that's a title that would get us some interesting search results. I am so sorry that I have disturbed you all and that you have had to experience this.
When he says trains, and I make my quippy comment, I do try and give a sideways look.
At me?
You, yeah.
Okay.
And maybe at you.
Yeah.
I'll raise an eyebrow.
Trains.
I'll raise an eyebrow and shrug.
Do I roll trains to figure out?
Can you roll for trains?
All you're thinking is Arthur Butters.
I can roll trains. What does an 01 get me? Do I understand what you're what is
I'm just
I
making
am
the.
entering your mind.
Yeah. You hear it.
Oh God, what a terrible
You hear
mind
in my
palace.
you hear in my mind. Trains from before, trains now, trains? Question mark.
This is turning into like an
I have a
insane
45
clown
in-
posse song. How do trains work?
If that happens-
knows.
There's 45 in
I have a 45 in intelligence. Trains before, trains now. Trains?
Trains now, trains then, trains
Trains.
forever.
Trains.
Starlight Express.
We did trains too.
I'm getting nothing from him.
Yeah. You start thinking about Arthur Butters again, and then you're like,
Yeah. Those kinds of trains.
that guy got what was coming to him.
And the dinner afterwards was nice too.
The afterwards was very sad.
Very good way to cap that all off. That was a good evening.
For the rest, Reggie, of your life,
Yeah.
every night, as you are falling asleep,
No.
in your head, you hear, your price has been paid.
Oh, that's rough, dude. That's rough.
They put it on repeat? Someone has to reach out. You know what? I will do Doom Train. I'll get in touch with him and be like, hey, you got it on loop, buddy. He already heard it. You gotta...
I mean, that's
Hit the
I'm
wrong
paying
button.
the price again. Like it's
Every time.
every
it's in your
time.
head.
Like obviously, like
Almost
my,
like it was a cruel bargain.
oh yeah, is that what it's kind of like, huh?
Maybe Reggie's learned something from this. That, you know, other
Who's
people-
to say?
the guy will, the detective will leave after he gets all of your details and everything. He does ask that you not leave Paris without informing him.
Do we know when we're planning to get back on the Orient Express?
So your ticket is for 4 days from now.
All right, I will tell him.
Yeah, we
that.
gotta
Yeah.
tell him.
Yeah, I'll tell him that.
I see. Well, I do not wish to delay your travels.
Good.
But if you can, he asked to like just know your itinerary, and if you can let the police
Our
just.
full itinerary?
Yeah, give him like a week. Give him a week.
Week out?
I mean, you
One
could- like you could just literally
I
say
mean, it's
we
the
plan on taking the
itinerary of
Orient Express,
Oh, okay.
to Constant.
Okay.
Right.
You know, he just wants to know where you're going, why you're going. You know,
That
and
seems very
why are
considerate,
you
though.
going to Constantinople?
An academic endeavor, sir.
Well, all right, that is troublingly vague.
You know,
also-
it is quite late at night. We have all been through a shock, sir, and I would like to get my companion some rest, possibly some laudanum.
We have also found an incredible deal on Greek statuary.
Rudolph, right now is not the time.
Well, he's
That's like-
asking-
that's
you.
like-
You asked. He asked.
Yeah,
You,
this is like the first time he said anything that wasn't an insult. So the police officer was like, "I see. Well, so you are an art dealer,
yes.
and you are taking this to
I
Constantinople."
have found some. Well, no, but along the way,
I see. All right.
keeping
well,
an eye out.
Thank you for the love.
that is understandable. And if along the way you find or remember something, you can telegraph, and he gives you his card.
Charlie will take it and slip it into a billfold.
Inspector Cousteau.
Ha!
I don't swim.
Don't you dare.
That is not my dog. And Jacques Cousteau was one of my first impressions back in like the old black and white PBS days. The undersea world of Jacques Cousteau. He had a very nasal voice.
3 hours.
Yeah, you have another set of you two are now in this other suite, which is on a different floor. But it's very nice. It's maybe even a little nicer than your previous one.
Charlie will immediately go through all of the rooms and make sure the windows are all locked.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have the guy's card. So you try and get some sleep. You know, by this time.
Can we all
Yeah.
meet up in the room?
Well, I want to do one particular thing.
Sure.
I want to knock on Erna's door.
So when you come back to your suite, there are 2 policemen sitting in chairs, just sort of like next to the door to Reggie's room.
Yes.
And when you come in, they sort of look up and then they go, "Oh, that's the guy who's staying here." Okay. And they get bored again.
Yeah.
And you go and you knock on Erna's door, and she said, "I said I'm not speaking to you."
You don't have to speak to me. Just let me in for a minute.
What?
I need to give you something.
What?
They are investigating a murder next to your room. Let me come in.
This seems unrelated to giving me something.
It is entirely related. Please let me in.
She opens the door and goes,
Hold up
how
my cane
could
in my
you?
hand. My
How
cane.
could you?
Take this.
How could you? I have one.
No, you don't. It fell off a train. And I hand the cane in case something happens. You can be mad at me later. Just stay safe.
I'm mad at you now.
Well, you can continue to be.
How many canes do we have?
Down to 2.
God damn.
And your guy was in England too.
I mean, I could get a lower quality one.
Yeah, you know that the
We
guy-
really need to flip these statues to keep the canes flowing.
Yes, the canes must flow.
Yes.
She'll just look like she looks at the cane, looks at you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And she closes the door.
And Pooja can retract that thank you.
Yeah, of
right?
course. Yeah. If she doesn't, yeah, she can.
She's like, no, I punched him in the face.
Yes.
It's like, all right. Yeah.
It could be screw you. Could be the other. That's-
Your ears aren't working quite
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, in my old age, and after all the coke I did,
Yeah.
the world gets real fritzy.
So yeah, not a fun night to sleep, but you get some sleep.
Oh, we're gonna.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
we
guys
can all,
get together.
we can all
and
meet
I do
up.
have a word with like the hotel doctor to get a dose of laudanum to
Yeah. They'll
to give to Reggie.
Of course, he must sleep. Yes. Would you like more morphine?
Loose morphine. You know I'll take it.
Yes, actually, that'd be very helpful.
course.
He's had quite a shock.
Yes.
Oh, do not get a morphine addiction.
Because back in the day,
Don't tell me what to do.
back in the day,
You're not my dad.
The addiction part was not as well known, so Charlie would not think anything of it.
Nope. Yeah.
Reginald,
He'll
that's
give
something
you
to tell you.
he'll give you a little vial.
All along.
A little glass vial.
Yeah, and he says now it is very important. You must not use more than half of this
Yes, sir.
at one time.
Of course.
This should help someone sleep through the night.
Excellent.
Through the night. And the next day.
And
It is best if they do not imbibe it. Cover a handkerchief and put it under their nose.
got it.
And glass of warm milk.
Thank you, sir.
You know the specifics.
Rudy's got some thoughts.
I'll come back to the room and say, Reggie, I got something to help you sleep. You want me to help you with it?
Not yet.
All right.
I didn't know that man for very long, as you know. And what time we had was lovely. But he did not deserve that.
No.
I have never held hate in my heart before. But whoever perpetrated this on this younger man, we know as Martine, they deserve the fires of hell. And I need you all to know that I will be doing whatever is in my power to find these people and end them. I thank you both for supporting me, and if there ever comes a time that you are not, then I completely understand.
So, like, never any hate?
I hated one person who got my trouser order wrong.
I mean,
I understand that.
I mean,
okay.
plaid.
They didn't line up the pattern right, and I was embarrassed in front of a group of people who I wanted to have sex with. And I
He he says this with like real anger.
Yeah,
And I
I know.
and that night I couldn't have sex with him because of my pants.
Because of your pants. Those are.
I mean, generally, the pants aren't involved in having sex, but
You don't know these people.
fair enough.
They're very judgy.
You're making this very difficult.
In any case, I want you to know that what you've done is very meaningful, and I don't have a lot of people who support me. And thank you. That's it. Give me that stuff.
This is a shitty situation, to say the least. And, I mean, they went after someone that you connected with, but it could have been someone that any of us connected with.
That's very much my point, yes.
Yes. I'm grateful that they didn't touch Erna.
It's a good point.
Plot armor.
How? It's true. Help
So,
We hear in our heads,
I know you don't want to hear this.
But this is
there's a lot of things
But
I
this
don't
is
wanna
your
hear.
fault.
No. It's how his skin was sliced open. I don't know how a person could do that.
It was the train. I heard it in my head that my price has been paid. My deal was somebody else would pay my price, and Martine paid that price.
So the train did this.
I believe my current theory is that it was the skinless one, the
No.
order of the skinless,
the cult.
whatever, carrying out.
Okay, as long as we recognize that this was not something natural.
Oh, very much unnatural.
Yes, and we need to be particularly
Very
guard.
careful. I will not be sleeping around for the rest of this trip.
I'm terribly sorry.
I won't hold you to that.
But I think if we end up connecting with anyone, we should be very careful.
I agree.
And I'm staring directly
Yeah. Charlie like tips his hat back, crosses his arms. Yep.
in any case.
Yeah, I hate people, so I'm safe.
The problem is that you don't.
I hate most people, so I'm mostly safe.
Yeah, it's that mostly part.
That's the rub.
Aye. So, I mean, Reggie, this isn't your fault.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, it is. So,
We were the person who was flayed in the library and left for us to find.
Not my
me
fault.
and Erna. It was done by the same people.
oh, I'm smart enough to at least figure that one out.
Which means that if that one isn't your fault,
No, but this one is.
I disagree.
You didn't have a disembodied voice speaking in your head, saying that it was.
This time.
So, whatever we're dealing with has made it very abundantly clear that my actions are a direct result of this happening, so
Has it occurred to you
probably not.
that you're taking this particularly hard, and that voice might be your own voice?
Not a lot.
You've been through something deeply traumatic.
I'm going to tell you something truthful now. I don't have much of an interior dialogue, and
That must be nice.
that it is.
Well, still,
It's very nice. So when it does happen,
either
I'm gonna take heed. I'm gonna take it serious.
Okay. But there's still the possibility that the deep trauma could have manifested, or it could be supernatural. But
or also, this was going to happen anyway, and
Martine?
to someone who was close to us. to someone who got close to us.
All the more reason it's my fault.
And then that was taken as the price.
The point I'm trying to make is, don't attack yourself over this.
It's too late. I already have. I'm attacked.
Stop.
Can't stop me. I'm a piece of shit. And Martine's dead because of me. And you all are good people for helping me. And well, that's it.
Well, then don't turn that attack inwards.
I think that's he's already.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm
Focus
trying
it out
to do.
on the pieces of shit.
Right. No. Yes.
That killed him.
I'm planning on killing all of them. So.
Focus that outward. If you turn it in on yourself, you won't be any good.
I'm pretty great. One misstep caused the death of a man. There won't be another.
That's called foreshadowing.
There will not.
I can guarantee.
Unequivocally. I don't even know how I know that word, but unequivocally.
You're smarter than you let on. That's how you know that word.
I mean, I did go to several private boarding schools.
There's another knock on the door.
What?
Give me that laudanum.
Yeah, he's gonna pour the amount of morphine that he was told.
All right.
Very precisely.
So sword lessons.
Oh yes.
Okay.
All right. So you hold it under your nose and you inhale.
They ask for you,
Okay.
and the detective is like,
I put it. In
I
my
just
mouth.
have a question,
yes.
monsieur. Is this your work? And he holds out the letter.
No, I think that's from. It says it's signed from. I can't quite read that.
This
French.
is good stuff. This is good stuff.
This letter is written in, I think the Americans call it Pig Latin.
I'm committing to looking confused. Although I'm smiling because like. But
It's
I.A. Ernest Faisay at the
like what am I looking at?
I'm not entirely sure. I think
Is this some kind of?
it is a
Prank?
letter asking for telling someone. It says library guy.
Library line.
And then it says, let them in.
Let who in? I'm confused.
Not no. It came from this hotel.
Came from the hotel itself.
And you may note, monsieur, it is on hotel stationery. With the French flag colored over it.
I thought I used a napkin.
It's a napkin, man. What the heck?
I don't get. What?
But you do not recognize this.
What?
Do you speak Pig Latin?
No, I speak English and Arabic.
Well,
That's not
sort
an
of English. It's
I can't read it.
well, it is very confusing to someone who does not speak English natively. We had one of our English detectives had a very amusing time translating it for us. We also had. The reason I'm asking, monsieur, is that the Bureau has let me know that there was a much more official request made to the Bibliothèque Nationale, not written on hotel stationery.
So do you think that someone at this hotel is trying to sabotage our ability to get into that establishment? Is that what you think?
I certainly hope not, monsieur. Much as I hope that someone is not attempting to forge letters of this import.
Particularly that badly.
It is very poor, that is true, monsieur. It is very poor.
Wow.
flabbergasted, just completely dead.
So,
Yeah,
Make a
Charlie-
performance
Charlie's
check.
I mean, it's a persuade roll.
yeah, all right, make me a persuade roll.
It's a. Whew,
You know what?
I'm pushing
A
this.
bonus die because of the commitment.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Thank you. Let me make this.
Jeez.
I gotta check that off. No.
Do you wanna?
Yeah, I say take
I
it.
will.
Oh my God, Nick took it.
Yeah.
But for this,
Look
you know
what you've done to Nick.
It's too late at night. Well, I mean, a part of me is just like,
It's like 2.
you got me. I don't think I want to do that. It's just too much complication.
Yes, you know, on the day when they found a dead body.
Yes, a 19.
All right, he says, well, you have had a very hard day, and I'm so sorry to bother you with such a crude,
I broke.
childlike...
I broke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I used a bit.
That's like 4 years.
It's 4 years since you've used a bit?
I
For
can't
something
remember.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, way to go.
I mean, I'll use them in like D&D or something, but Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Special.
We're so spoiled.
Yeah.
Market day.
Yeah, look, this...
I wince a little.
Because you spent hours on that.
Well, no, just to getting the iconography.
Yeah.
That part alone was just
Covering
like,
up the hotel...
that was so that part was good.
Of course, this is not worth any attention. But the good news is that you have been given access to the Bibliothèque Nationale. The official letter should come tomorrow to the here to the hotel. But I'm pretty sure you could go to the library tomorrow, no problem.
That's great to hear. How much ego do I lose?
All of it. It's gone.
From behind you, you start hearing.
Yeah. Your next forgery roll will be made with a disadvantage die.
Oh, no.
That
You
down.
asked for this.
Down on your sheet.
You asked for this. You took a bit for this.
And it's become a bit.
All right.
Sorry, coin.
Yeah, oh,
Coin,
geez.
Coin.
Yeah.
Well, if that's all, sir, I believe it's after midnight.
Yes, of course. Please have a good. Oh, he's already started. Yes, have a good night.
Thanks. sir.
And yeah, you sleep no problem.
Oh, yeah.
I will get a blanket and cover him. I imagine he's like on the couch in our new ensuite.
Okay.
I still
he doesn't
hear
even go to the room.
I still hear the price has been paid, though, even in my.
No, with the laudanum you do.
Oh.
Yeah, with the morphine. Sorry.
Morphine, we went hard.
This is how you become a drug addict.
Not like this. Do it for something fun.
Ezra. Do it for something. Do it for fun.
Yeah.
Become an addict for fun.
That's when peer pressure is positive.
Yeah. Coping strategies.
All the cool kids.
I'll tuck a blanket around him and look over at Rudolph. You gonna be all right tonight?
Damned if I know.
Well, if
We'll
you need,
find out tomorrow.
if you need anything, that one's mine.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
And that is where we're going to end this episode.
And next time we'll have Pooja back.
Next time, Pooja will be back to tell me all the things I got wrong about her.
I feel like you got pretty close.
Yeah, you got
honestly.
pretty close. Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody on YouTube. Tell your friends how awesome, how great this is. And look, we know 3 hours, that's an investment. We thank you for that investment. And tell your friend, they can start watching, come back, go for it. They can listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast listeners, this is, it's a good podcast.
And you can listen to it at 1.5 or 2 times speed.
There you go.
And get through our natterings.
And
much
then I
faster.
talk even faster.
If Critical Role can do it, we can do it.
Critical Role with their bloody 5-hour broadcasts.
Like, come on.
Coming soon, our Wendy's one shot.
Need an after.
But we still have all sorts of awesome other content. Monday, we've got Fandelver and Preposition,
And
which really, I
cesspools.
want that to...
Huh?
And cesspools.
And cesspools.
Yeah.
your arm in there, James.
Bugbear latrines. That's an episode title, Bugbear latrines.
That was something that I came up with in the moment because I wanted to see the look on James's face.
But
See, I do that too, but I do it with sad things. That's, So, Monday, Fandelver and Below. Wednesday, New Redacted Reports.
New Redacted Reports.
Excellent. And then we are back here on Monday with all the Danes. We're going to make Pooja wear the fez.
Yeah, obviously.
What now?
Saturday, not Monday.
Saturday, exactly.
You do not get to be on my day, sir.
We're taking over.
Mine.
I don't even go on Monday. Yes, Saturday. Because, why do this on a work day? Thank you so much for the YouTube subs. If you haven't done it, if you got this far, just hit that subscribe button. What? No skin off your nose? Doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost
the whole body.
Yeah, that's a sort of a theme.
Yikes.
No skin. No skin.
Yeah, no skin. No skin off anywhere.
No skin. No skin.
And we lost him.
And Patreons, hang around for Last Call of Cthulhu. We'll be doing that right after this.
And
find out what pants Dane are wearing. My guess is assless chaps.
Hey, don't tempt me, buddy.
But I think that's always my guess.
I think that's all
good
chaps.
guess.
Like, if you wear chaps without the pants underneath.
So wait, assless chaps are just chaps?
They're just chaps.
They're just chaps. Yeah.
Wow.
They're just chaps.
Worldview shattered.
Folsom Street Fair has been lying to me.
Yeah, go get some money from the ATM machine.
And put in your PIN number.
Thank you.
Man, look at that. See, now they're breaking me. All right.
This is after show content. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That is a little taste of what you
Just
can
a
expect.
taste. Oh, look at this. If Dane is wearing pants, we've got a poll going.
Ooh.
If Dane is wearing, am I spoiling something? Thomas is waiting. You'll find out. That's for the after dark.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, internet friends.
Goodbye.
Night.
Your